So once again, welcome back to yet another session of of Annihilation, guys. When we last left off, our intrepid adventurers, they had met with a mysterious woman known as Syndra Sylvain, who had called them together to request their aid in dealing with the deadly death curse. After agreeing to help her locate the Soulmonger, the source of the curse, in Schult, a jungle peninsula far from the Sword Coast, the group teleported there and begun their explorations. Port Nyanzaru is a large, bustling town, and after discovering temples, merchant princes, bazaars, and a black market, the group is nearly ready to set out into the wilderness in search of the Soulmonger. And with that, the sun rises in the land of Chult once more, and you awake at the Thundering Lizard Inn, Port Nyanzaru.
Actually, I was kind of planning to, when do exactly, the other guys wake up? Because I wanted to, wake up early and try to, do something.
What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to go ask someone about the dinosaur races.
Okay, yeah.
I want more info on them.
If you'd like to wake yourself up a few minutes or however much early you
Maybe an hour before.
An hour before the rest
normally.
of them. Okay, you get up just before dawn. You head out into the city. It's a little bit quieter than normal.
All right. And but is there someone? Are there still people walking around and stuff?
There are still some people out and about. It seems that Port Nyanzaru never truly sleeps.
I see. I kind of once again take a random person off the street and ask, so hey, if I wanted more info on those dinosaur races, what would be the place to go?
After asking around a little bit about the dinosaur races, you're informed that they're usually held on... Let me find the weird orientation of this map. They're usually held on the south side of the city, and you're given some crude directions toward the lanes where the dinosaur races are usually run.
Okay. So where exactly on the map is it?
I will grab that for you in 1 second.
Very well.
But while we do so... That would be... Okay, so it looks like the spot that the dinosaurs race is known as aptly as Executioner's Run, and if you head towards this spot on the map, up in the top left corner, past these two pyramid-style buildings, there's a long stretch with a pit that dinosaurs are often raced in. There aren't any racing at the moment in the early morning, but you're told that as it becomes light outside and the day goes on, the dinosaur races are actually pretty frequent and common down here.
I see. So, is there like an official office where I can get more info on these races, or some specific person I need to talk to, learn more about them, to learn about it?
Well, it seems the best way to learn about the races would be to actually observe them as they happen. Races are not exactly entirely official. They definitely happen in a certain manner where riders get on and will race. Or sometimes even another common thing is if you are caught breaking the law in Port Nyanzaru, you're told that occasionally criminals and other lawbreakers are thrown into the pit and chased by dinosaurs down, and if they escape, they're not guilty. But if not, That's their
Hmm.
punishment. Otherwise, the dinosaur on dinosaur racing is mostly handled by local Chultans. There's a not a formalized guild of riders, but they like to congregate in inns and taverns. Specifically, the Thundering Lizard, where you're staying, is a common spot for many dinosaur jockeys.
Interesting. And I haven't decided. I'm still kind of chatting with the locals nearby. I haven't gone exactly to that place. So after hearing that the Thundering Lizard is actually the best place to get more info, I turn back there and try to find I don't know, like the bar mit or like the tavern owner to ask him of more info on these races.
Okay, so you head back to the tavern. Barely anyone is awake here, as the sun is just barely peeking above the horizon.
Okay, then I maybe take a seat and wait till people start coming. Maybe take out my deck of cards and maybe do a little shuffling tricks and whatnot. And that's what I'll do for the time being.
All right, and the rest of you actually wake up at this point as the Thundering Lizard gets a bit more lively.
I head downstairs and eat some breakfast.
Yeah, me too. We got a guide to meet today, right? What's her name that we hired?
Yeah, we're meeting her this morning.
Yeah, Azaka.
Azaka, yes.
What time did we tell her? Does anyone remember?
Morning.
Generic morning.
You told her sometime in the generic morning.
Oh. God, we could have been a little more precise. That's quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
All right. Guess we're chilling in the tavern all morning.
Yeah.
I still have to go pick up my bag of snakes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you have to do that.
Of course you do.
Indeed,
Well,
you
Brennan
do.
will be waiting in the inn, just
Yeah,
making
I'll
sure he
wait
doesn't
with
miss her.
them.
Yeah, and also Marcus is there on the table, waiting.
Gavin
Also,
will
like-
find him a dark corner and sit.
Do I see Farouk anywhere?
You don't see Farouk.
He's working at the store next door.
Maybe had a bit too much to drink.
What now? What now? Where has that bumbling idiot gone to? Okay, thanks for the silence, fellas. Really appreciate it. Real helpful. Hope he hasn't chickened out. Worst, I hate the... it's real annoying when people don't do what they're paid to do, aka saving the world or whatever.
Alright, Marcus, just sit down. I'll go up and check on him.
Okay.
And Brennan goes up and checks Farouk's room.
All right, so you go up and check Farouk's room. Surprisingly, as you go up, it's locked.
I knock on it a little bit and ask
All
for
right,
him.
you knock on the door, and you don't hear anything at first. But after a second, a familiar face greets you at the door, but not the one you were expecting. You see a familiar Chultan face, the one of actually the innkeeper's son that you met the other day in the brawl.
Okay.
He has a sort of haggard look on his face and a sort of gives you a little grim smile as he sees you.
I smile back at him.
You're one of his friends, are you not?
But I am.
I have bad news. Come in.
And I walk in with him.
You walk in to an interesting sight. You see Farouk sprawled out on the bed, his armor taken off, just in his plain clothes, and he's slightly convulsing.
What's wrong with... Oh, I run over to him and try and heal him.
You go ahead and you lay your hands on him. You try to put some healing magic into him,
my
but it
cure
seems to have no effect. He is not injured. He is suffering from sickness.
What kind?
We call it the shivering sickness, although this is much far worse than I have seen it in some time.
How do we cure this?
When I found him, he was vomiting all over the floor, shivering so much that he could barely move. He grabs your hand and sort of puts it on his arm. As you do that, you feel his skin is ice cold.
Farouk skin.
Yeah, Farouk skin.
Alright.
But he's dead?
Yeah, I check for his pulse, see if he's still alive.
He's definitely still alive. You can still see him twitching and shivering. However, his eyes are closed and his face is contorted.
Damn. Do I have any idea if this is magical sickness or just a disease?
You could make me a medicine check to try and figure out the origin of this.
Right. 12?
With a 12, this is definitely something you've never seen before. You have it looks like it could be natural. However, you're not sure if that means it has magical origins. It's unlike anything you've ever seen.
God damn it. I asked the kid, what do you typically do when people get this disease?
Other than letting it run its course and his body fight off disease, nothing much can be done. There are a few herbal remedies that I know of, and I will keep watch over him as he did for me.
Alright. I will trust you to do this. Come ask me if he gets worse. See me.
Of course, you have my word. Just ask for Koala Koaluagolo.
Alright. Then keep a son.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did not catch that name.
I think I could ask, or you could just sneeze and see if they get that.
Ask for koala. We'll just call him koala.
That's a good way to remember it.
The bear.
Uh,
Oh man, I'm
But
glad
yeah,
I'm glad I'm the only one who couldn't keep a straight face there.
leave Farouk to him and head downstairs and give everyone around the table the bad news. That Farouk won't be joining us today.
Why not? Why not?
He's sick.
Oh.
Terrible
Well, this is...
It's unlike any disease I've ever seen before. Even my magic didn't do anything to it.
Oh,
But
great.
it's apparently
Fan-
something that happens around these parts. We should take care not to catch it ourselves.
Yeah. This is just fantastic. Like, the first day we come here, we one who's at least decent at what he does. Oh boy. Ugh. Well, I hope he gets better or something. He is a kind of a funny guy, I must admit.
He will
Oh,
definitely
they can-
be missed.
He's in good hands. The innkeeper's son is taking care of him.
Hmm. Speaking of the innkeeper, has he come into the area or something? Is he around?
Speaking of which, you've never caught wind of who the innkeeper might be. You've met Koalu, his son, but you realize you might not actually recognize who the innkeeper is. You haven't seen anyone that looks like they may be. There are servants and attendants walking around helping people, and there is a man standing at the bar. But other than that, you haven't seen anyone.
I turn to these guys and say, "Hey, you've been like most. I assume that you fellas have been in this tavern longer than I have. Which one of these people is the innkeeper?"
Ask the barkeeper.
Yeah, good idea. So I go over to the barkeep and ask, "Hey there, who's your boss? I want to talk to him."
That would be Kunde.
Gunde. Is he here?
No, he hasn't been here in some time. He's out on an expedition.
No, expedition. Huh?
He left the inn in the care of his son Koalu while he was gone.
No, I see. Well, most likely you can actually help me with what I'm actually looking for. I have
You need a drink?
No, I need info. Could you tell me more about these dinosaur races? I've heard about them.
Yes. What do you wish to know?
Well, for example, like what sort of dinosaurs are allowed, and if like you can like gain money by like getting involved in this dino riding business.
Well, it depends. Sometimes they run over at the executioner's run if they're the criminals handy. Otherwise, sometimes the races take place in the streets. There are 3 events. There's the 4-legged races, there's the 2-legged races, and then there's the Unchained.
Which one of them like has like bigger bets and like most potential money making potential?
Probably the Unchained, but it's also the most dangerous.
Oh, Danger is my third name.
I see. If you're looking to make money with little risk, you could try betting on the races.
Well, what if you say like someone, like let's just say me, got involved in the races? How much money would I make then?
Well, most of the jockeys do it for simply a pure adrenaline rush.
Okay, I see.
And of course for the prestige. Some of the best animal handlers in Schult were made on the streets of Port Nyanzaru racing.
I see.
Plus, you can get work with the princes if you impress them.
I see. Like, okay, I think that's once again, what sort of like dinosaurs? Like, are there like different names? Are like velociraptors capable? Like,
I mean, velociraptors are a bit small for riding. If you're talking about the 4-leggeds, it's usually Triceratops, Ankylosaurs, Dimetrons. 2-leggeds are mostly Hadrosauruses, Deinonychuses, and the Unchained. You could see pretty much everything, all the way up to Allosauruses and maybe Tyrannosauruses.
I see. Well, thanks for the info.
Of course.
Barkeep.
Okay,
And
where are you going to get the drink?
maybe later.
I see.
It's like 7 in the morning.
It's 7 in the morning. Like, Marcus
That's an
maybe.
issue.
Yeah, that's
Money-
not an issue usually.
Money is money.
That is true. Okay, I walk over to Gavin, of all people, and what's he doing?
I wonder why.
Yes, who could predict what I am about to do?
He's just sitting there.
Okay, I go to Gavin and I say, "Hey, Gavin, buddy, pal, how you doing?"
He just looks at you.
See, Since that whole what do you transforming into animal and dino sort of business happened, I've been thinking that maybe there's a possibility we could profit from your unusual abilities.
He just keeps staring at Drew.
See, like there's these dinosaur races that keep happening, and you can turn into animals and dinosaurs. And like, from what I gather, you still have your human mind while you're in a dino, like in an animal body. So you're much more intelligent than like simple animals and whatnot. So I was thinking maybe you turn one of the more, maybe turn into a like dinosaur that can race, and then someone can like maybe one of the other guys can like ride you and stuff. We kind of like bet on you, and then we make money through that.
Is this conversation within earshot of everyone else?
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
assuming so.
I'm not hiding it. Or like.
Brennan
So,
will chime in and say, let him get a handle on this transformation thing first before we start riding him.
Come on, he's pretty good at it.
Don't we have a curse to take care of?
Yeah, true, but like if we make money, we could buy more like things that could help us in the curse.
And
Money
with that,
make the
and with
world go
that,
round.
he stands up, looks at you, looks at the door, and walks towards the door.
Gee, dude, you could at least say something to me. And they call me rude and unethical.
He said no.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least I'd like vocal confirmation. Like, goddamn, just people not saying anything.
He
You
doesn't
could
seem
just
like the most
buy a
talkative of people.
dinosaur.
What?
Buy a dinosaur and ride one at the race.
Yeah, but not only are they probably expensive, but A, they're like stupid animal. Like Gavin over here gets like human while he transformed into a dinosaur, so he would be much more easier to ride and he'd easily press those.
Hey Marcus,
Hmm?
Marcus, how about you turn into a dinosaur? That could be fun. And we could ride
What?
you.
I too like this idea.
I can't turn into a dino thing.
Have you tried?
Well, maybe you should try or have Gavin teach you how.
Nah, I don't want to get involved with the stuff. It's too weird for me. I like practical things, like my crossbows and my sword
But
swords.
didn't you also volunteer us to ride him rather than you? Hold
Yeah,
the
true.
phone.
Because I don't know how to like ride people and like.
And you assume we do?
I mean, surely, like you're better than me, probably. I mean, all I know is how to kill people, and like.
You see a few heads turn at this.
Perhaps you should
You
keep
know,
your voice down.
I used to know how to kill people and still how to do that. I still know how to do that.
Marcus, I think it's best if you just take a drink and wait together with us.
I turn to the rest of the room and say, he's been drinking.
Take another drink then.
Oh yeah, true. Oh yeah, true. I'm drunk as shit, man. Rainbows and whatnot. And I kind of like single, not give me a drink, so I can like fool these people.
He slides a mug of Tej over to you.
And I drink it. Glug glug. I got then with this. My mother and things. I got. Can I do a deception check to see if the people are buying this? Like the crowd.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, sweet. God damn it, like this goddamn
Come
character
on.
sheet. Can't. There we go. Yeah. And I roll 19.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you take a swig of this, and it seems like most of them dismiss you as another drunk.
Most of.
I still got it. I smother under my breath. I mutter under my breath. Okay, so we're meeting this guy that you guys hired in the morning,
It's a
eh?
woman.
Okay, woman, neat. So, You have any plans on what we do in the meantime?
We'll wait.
We could sit here and patiently wait.
Okay, sure. Anyone wanna play a game of cards with me?
Sure.
I'm down.
But just for fun. No money.
Okay, maybe like if like a fourth player comes in, then we can play something that has 4 people. What about you? I doubt Gavin would like join us and stuff because
I
he
think Gavin
seems.
went outside.
Gavin left.
Yeah. Izizu, would you like to play?
Uzu, and no.
Uzu. Okay. Why not?
Yeah,
Ah,
so you
fun
mentioned
game.
you have an errand to run, didn't you?
Yes, I have to go pick up some things.
Fine.
We'll
Well,
be
I
waiting
guess
here.
I guess it's us 3 then. What are some sort of card games in the like we could play at the meantime, like poker and shit?
Go fish.
Go fish.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play that, but probably Marcus knows or something. So yeah, I say we
I
free
think Marcus
play a
definitely
game of
knows how to
that.
play Go Fish. That's all he knows how to play.
I don't know. Marcus is a gambling man, kinda. Gambling man.
It's a really
Likes
good
taking
game
risks.
for gambling.
Oh god.
Okay. So fuck it, let's play.
You start
wait.
up a very exciting game of Go Fish.
Okay, like I have like proficiency in playing cards, so, like.
Proficiency in Go Fish.
He is
I am-
extremely proficient in Go Fish.
I am.
Oh,
I am.
Oh,
Like I
genius.
invite people to a game of Go Fish and then kill them while they're like busy playing. It's the perfect. It's one of my excellent like assassination
Signature move.
techniques. Okay, I don't know what to like roll for like playing cards. Like
Just
intelligence.
having time. go.
If you'd like to roll for it, you can. Otherwise, I was gonna go see switch over to Gavin and Usu as they ran their errands.
Okay, maybe we could roll like intelligence to see who actually like wins.
If you
this
if
game.
you wanted to do some intelligence checks, you can do that.
Okay,
Brendan
sure.
was just making sure Marcus is staying here,
Okay.
keeping you company.
5. Not going great. Like you guys also roll. Brennan and
What do you
Delvest.
roll?
Intelligence.
Oh, fuck.
Damn it.
Plastic Go Fish.
Brennan, even though you're just doing this to sate the others, you still manage to easily pluck the numbers from their hands.
somehow
Good.
skilled at Go Fish.
Damn
But
it.
regardless, Uzus, you slip
I think
out.
we got a flashback to back at the guild where I used to play it.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to the other guys.
Actually, I think he said that he was going to be right back. So, Gavin, what were you? Oh,
He's back now.
back now. Usu, where do you head as you slip out of the inn?
I was gonna go back to the
You cut out.
You cut out.
back here where I met the Turboxy.
Yeah. So you head back to Malar's Throat, the sort of rough edge of town outside the city's walls. And after looking around for a bit, you come across a shady-looking tabaxi figure in the same spot that you had met last time. He's holding a bundle.
Do you have my snakes?
Not so loud, friend.
Sorry. Well, do you have it?
I have what we discussed. He holds it. He holds up the sack. This has what you wish inside. It was not easy to get either. Two of my guides were, well, they succumbed.
Didn't you pay like 8 gold for this?
Well, I paid 4 first for him to go, then I had to pay him another 4.
So like 8 gold is worth 2 people dying.
Well,
what? I don't get money in this.
well, I say sorry. You have lost your guides.
It looked like I cared. He goes
Alright.
ahead, holds out the bundle to you, and an open hand.
How many snakes are in there? Or how many did you manage to get?
Well, I originally stumbled across the whole nest. After all things were said and done, I could grab 2.
2's enough.
He nods, still motioning towards his open hand.
And so I give him 50 gold just because he lost his 2 guides. And I felt bad. And I say,
Right.
thank you.
He sees the lump in his, I'm assuming it's in a small
Yeah.
sack or whatever. So he sees that you clearly gave him more than he asked for. He grabs it, drops the sack on the floor, and sprints off faster than you've ever seen anyone run.
Okay. I just grab the snake, the bag,
You grab the bag.
and I just awkwardly walk away.
All right.
So I just go back to the inn. Or
Alright.
actually, I'm gonna go back to my room because I want to check the bag of snakes and talk to
Okay.
them.
You do so. While you're on your way, we come across Gavin, who has stepped out of the inn. Anything special, or just hanging out outside?
Are you talking to
He
me or Gavin?
Gavin.
He's just hanging out.
Oh, okay. All right. So Usu, you head back in. Past the rest of them, it seems that Brennan is laughing while the other 2 have their head in their hands.
I thought you were good at this. Mark.
Yeah. Well, let's just say I've been not playing this game for a while now. I've been on break. I've been on a
We should
break.
do this more often then.
It's a truly difficult
Well-
game.
We could also try playing another game now. Something called 7 of Clubs.
Next time, perhaps.
I was gonna
Fine.
recommend War or any other
Fine.
completely skillless card games.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, you head back to your room and check in the bundle. Inside the leather sack are 2 unmoving I want to say long black snakes.
Are they dead?
I mean, you could. It's hard to tell from just peering into the bag. You'd probably have to touch one to find out.
I reach in the bag and grab one.
Yeah, you can feel that it's still warm,
Mm.
and you can feel as you sort of awkwardly feel around. You could feel a faint pulse almost. It seems that these snakes have been tranquilized somehow.
Well, I ask. Sorry, I've never talked to snakes before, so I don't even know how to approach this, to be honest.
It's like, what's that tongue in, like, snake talking in Harry Potter? Like,
Slytherin, I think.
Slytherin, yeah.
I don't know.
Probably something like Slytherin, like.
Just elongate all your S's. That's how.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna. I asked the snake if he can speak or something.
I mean, they're still unconscious at the moment.
All right, then I guess I go. Okay, how about this? I go back down to the bar. I ask for some food, and I just want to throw it in the bag. And when they wake up, I guess they can just eat the food. I don't know.
Okay, what kind of food are you?
I'm gonna say
Some
meat.
soup?
No, any type of meat. I don't know what snakes in this area eat, to be honest.
I mean, you ask for some meat, you get a nice chunk of boar after
Push.
paying a few silver for it,
Alright.
and you toss it in the bag.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I just join the rest of the group playing cards and just.
Do you leave the bag in the room, or is that actually on your
No,
person?
it's gonna be on me.
Okay.
I kind of turn to like, how do you pronounce it?
Uzu.
Uzu. Oh yeah, nice. What's in the sack?
Nothing that concerns you.
We totally
come
didn't
on.
catch that S at all.
Come on, what's in the sack?
Again, nothing that concerns you, and you probably wouldn't know what to do with it.
Can I do a perception check to kind of perceive what could be in the sack?
I mean, you can. You just figure it'd be very hard to actually determine.
Wouldn't
Nah,
that be?
fuck it. I'll
Wouldn't
try
that
my
be
luck.
Back
insight?
upstairs.
Wouldn't it be insight?
He's trying to perceive what's inside the bag.
You're like the outside in the bag and stuff.
Ah,
No, I
just
thought,
saying.
I thought he was trying to stealth what's in the bag.
I mean, I'm assuming you saw me put the boar meat
Oh, okay.
in the bag.
Yeah, so at least I have some idea. It's like some sort of animal.
Maybe. We'll see.
That's true.
could
That
just
is that
be
is that
selling
is
the meat.
pretty weird. That too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, so perception. 18.
Ooh.
Even with the 18, you see the bulging shape of the meat, and you see a few long, thin, like a few bulges. You have no idea. Nothing's moving. Maybe it looks like possibly some coiled rope.
Yeah, it's a bag of rope.
The bag of rope that eats meat.
Back of rope and
Ah,
some.
it's just like a backpack. He's storing it for later.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Uzu. There's no secrets between us.
And we all look at Marcus skeptical.
Aren't you the same guy who tried to ride Gavin in a race?
What do you mean? I never kept it secret. I told it to I said it that everyone could hear it.
If it makes you feel better, there's no money in this bag.
Okay. Yeah,
Immediately disinterested.
fine. But there better not be some sort of weird magic stuff that could hurt the group in that sack of yours.
Doubt it.
Ross, would you be interested in playing with the rest of us a game of Seven of Clubs?
I'm okay with just watching.
Okay. Do you guys still want to play?
Sure, whatever.
No, why not?
Okay, so we
And
play
Dungeons and Cards.
Seven of Clubs. It's kind of like a fun fact. It's like a very popular card game in Finland, which was actually invented there. Its real name is called Risti Seiska, which is Seven of Clubs translated to Finnish. It's sort of like you build some sort of rectangular grid of cards on the table, and like you have to place like cards on top of each other and stuff. It's kind of difficult to explain, and I wouldn't like try to waste a session explaining it in depth. So once again, let's try to throw in wisdom to see who actually wins this.
Delvis is terribly confused and doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay, excellent. So probably throw in disadvantage, eh? Eh? Okay, now it's up to the doof to decide. Marcus does try his best to explain the rules.
As Marcus sort of tries to get you guys in on the new game he's playing, if you guys wish to roll, I'd say, as he's explained to you, probably wisdom this time.
Okay.
But as you do this, you continue to wait.
Does anyone know
For-
what the guide looks like? Just sorry.
That's a
No.
picture of it in the handout at least.
Oh yeah.
There was a rough sketch on the poster, but other than that, you haven't really got too much information on that front. However, it's not too long before I don't know if anyone's actively watching the door.
We're trying to
But
understand this crazy.
for,
Passive
for,
perception.
for anyone who is, or anyone who has a passive perception above 14, you notice a tall, lean, dark-skinned woman wearing a set of rough clothes and carrying a staff walk through and sort of look around, sort of scanning the room.
Stands up and beckons over.
Locking eyes with you, almost like a predator does with prey. She strides confidently over to the table you were sitting and towers over to some of you.
Asaka, I presume?
I am Mizaka Stormfang. Are you the group that was hiring me?
Yes,
Yep.
we are.
Yep, we are.
Take a seat and we'll talk about what we're hiring you for.
I prefer to stand.
Fair
Okay.
enough. We'll be seating then.
Gavin enters the inn just behind her. Like standing. Watching the group.
Now, where is it you wish to go?
Where do we actually want to
was it
go?
again?
Yeah, Party, help me.
It was south, wasn't it? I wrote it down. There was to the south. There was a place surrounded by cliffs with obelisks and vines. This is what I wrote down.
And also
That's not very
snakes.
clear. There, I put down snakes! Exclamation mark. I don't know why.
Yeah, that it said like the vizier guy said there are a lot of snakes crawling in that city or whatever.
Snakes and vines or something like that.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is what I wrote. I don't know what it meant.
So yeah, this is the
There.
conversation she hears us having.
I'm assuming you guys sort of huddle together and like, wait,
Where the
so
heck are we going?
snakes, vines, and
Yeah.
she sort of just looks at you all with a sort of confused expression.
Inspiring a ton of confidence.
I turned to her and said, "Well, we're searching for something that's not officially been found and something. We've heard like rumors of a place yet unmapped and shot, and we adventuring types are looking to find that place and making our fortunes."
Okay.
I kind of like eye on the group. I kind of look at the group, kind of expecting them to like play along, if they're playing along.
Can I roll to see if I remember exactly what we're supposed to go?
History check.
I mean, I'm gonna
Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that what you're
good.
remembering is correct. You
Okay.
weren't given a name.
Oh, okay.
Well, I actually maybe turn to her and say, "Hey, have you a place in the south where there are like lots of snakes and vines and whatnot? Like maybe a city or
Obelisks.
something?"
You may have
Obelisks.
just described the jungle of Chult as a whole.
Yeah. Well, that's not helpful.
If it
Damn it,
helps,
we
it's
should
also
ask that-
surrounded by cliffs.
Cliffs, eh?
Yes, that's right.
That could be many things. There's the Miscliff Mountains, Kobold Mountains, Peaks of Flame, Sky Lizard Mountains, the Sun Rock to the south.
South sounds good.
What are some like notable places in the south direction?
I think she just.
Listed them off.
Everything is
Come
to
on.
the south.
Oh
We
yeah,
are-
are we at the north, aren't we?
You are
Yeah,
at the
we
north. You are at the
Yeah.
northern tip.
Crap. Well,
Yeah.
that's unhelpful. Why did they tell us south?
Yeah, goddamn that. This is why you don't trust priests like and stuff and religious people. They never are clear on anything. Like, Is that they give like cryptic things even when like important stuff is happening.
Maybe we should just visit them all.
That doesn't sound like a terrible.
Could do that.
Like visit them all, like that would take huge amounts of time if you ask me.
Yeah, I feel like that would take
I
forever.
like playing
We have
cards
to
in the
pay
end,
it.
doesn't?
If
we
you
we have to
don't-
pay it for 30 days at least, so
If
That's a
you
long
don't
time.
know where you're going, I might make a suggestion.
We're listening.
that would be really helpful.
Perhaps I could show you to a very interesting and possibly quite rewarding location. It is known as Firefinger.
Is this what you mentioned on your application? Advertisement, whatever it was.
Firefinger it is. some
yeah.
Say.
My poster.
That's it.
Yes.
Does anyone have a map and stuff? The map we got from Silver Main or
Did we,
whatever.
did we
was
get a
the name.
map?
No, we
Froke
did.
was the one carrying the map,
Gosh,
but
Fudge,
I will
gosh,
I will say that for ease of it,
Yeah,
that
Brennan.
he
got
gave it to
when he-
Brennan. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So
So
pull
if-
out the map and lay it
Yeah,
on the
if
table.
you let me go ahead and bring that up for you guys. It's also under Chapter 1 player handouts.
Yeah, too bad it's too small, so I found another map which doesn't reveal anything.
Just zoom in.
What?
Just zoom in.
Yeah, you can press it. to
Yeah,
summon.
careful. Don't be looking at other maps.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, this is the exact same one except it's bigger.
Spoilers.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not spoiling or like cheating.
Spoilers.
Regardless,
Like,
you
okay.
whip out the map. It's under the handouts in Chapter
Yeah,
1.
I know, but it's too small, like, and I can't like zoom in on it.
Well,
I'm not seeing Firefinger on that map.
you are not seeing Firefinger on that map, which is correct. Also, if we're looking to get a better idea of what's on this map,
Or you gotta put him. Oh.
Oh, that's fancy.
That's weird that it's like drawing the hidden tiles over top. Quickly, look quickly before it's finished.
don't worry,
Yeah.
those will load in before anything goes under.
Okay, that is something I can work.
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, that looks sweet. Roll20 really is kind of advanced and stuff.
Can we ask her to point out where Firefinger is on the map?
Firefinger is about a 10 days journey south of Port Nyanzaru along the River Tariki.
Oh, is it
Ricky.
is it that thing?
Yeah, that's
Is it what thing?
How do you do the ping?
You
Yeah,
just
hold
hold.
it
You just
the mouse.
click and hold.
You can't be on the ruler tool though. You gotta be on the selector tool.
it's this river.
Is it that thing?
That is the River Tariki.
No, but is that Firefinger? It looks like a
No.
notable feature.
It is.
Dang it.
It is to the east, on the eastern bank.
Mm.
Oh, somewhere around here.
Yes.
That's not on the river. That's like miles from the river. Whatever.
I feel like you're all just moving your fingers around the map, just like.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, you do realize that as you're pointing, that you're like, obviously, it's hard to tell exactly where.
Okay.
Okay, what would be like the best way to get there? Is it through the river or just straight up walking?
Well, I mean, if you have canoes, then we could use those. Otherwise, I would say the safest bet would be to go along the western bank, then cross the river, and then head east.
If I remember correctly, canoes weren't that expensive.
Yeah, we could probably.
We could get boats.
Yeah.
Perhaps river encounters can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, but
I say we walk.
I prefer having my feet on solid ground.
I don't know. Canoes aren't that much faster than walking.
Well, that Syndra said there was like undead hordes and like those like feral dinosaurs. That does not sound too appealing to me.
Well,
I
aren't
think,
you?
I think
a
it's
really
less
good
appealing to be in a boat.
assassin?
I thought you were
Yeah,
an
I thought you
expert
could kill
at
anything.
stuff like that.
I thought you were proficient
Yeah,
killing-
yeah, I can kill any. Okay, I kind of go quietly now. I can kill any humanoid, undead, and like dinosaurs are not yet on my mastered on my list that I can kill efficiently list. Things that I can kill efficiently list.
Wouldn't undead technically be humanoid?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like flesh
In-
and stuff, beating blood and stuff. It's different.
Well, as a cleric, I also have my ways to deal with the undead.
Well, that's fantastic.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
If you have me
Ah.
guiding you, you need not worry.
See, exactly. She's terribly confident.
Mm.
I have faced the undead in the jungles many times.
Like how armed are they? Are they like super well armed, or like they're like just bone men and nothing else?
Probably as
mean-
armed as they were when they were alive.
Exactly.
Also, like don't like killing. I've kind of not like really read about this, but I heard that like normal weapons and stuff don't really work against like all magic and strange creatures and whatnot. Like regular metal doesn't work on them.
If you're trying to slash a ghost, of course not.
So like, but I've heard like you can like slash ghosts with something more cheaper than like magically enchanted stuffs. That was
Really?
like silver, wasn't it?
I think we'll be fine.
Isn't that werewolves?
She looks a little strangely at you.
Sorry, am I using the wrong fiction?
And no, it's just probably she werewolves because this is like Dino Land. Probably no, they're probably like dinosaurs. Terror.
Regardless, let us move on from this rather strange topic.
Yes.
Yes, let's do that.
I love
That's
the
gonna
fact
be
that
one
Gavin's just been
right
stood there the
outside.
whole time watching us too.
So it is agreed then, you will accompany me to Firefinger?
Sounds
What
excellent.
they
Yes.
What can we expect to find in Firefinger?
Her face darkens a bit. Firefinger is home to the Terra folk.
the terror folk?
Yes, the
What is
Terra
that?
folk.
They sound pretty scary.
Terror, like the scary people.
Would we know what that is?
Do we? It was on her poster, but I didn't know what they were.
Yeah, out of character, I have no idea what
Are they
that is.
like?
No, I don't know what they are.
Are they like really scary?
No, no,
or,
it's
like,
it's
creepy-looking
it's spelled
humanoids?
P-T-E-R-A.
But at
Petror?
the same time, it does sound like with her accent, it does sound like she's saying terror folk.
Yeah. No, I remembered from the poster, so
So like PT are like Petror folk.
The
What,
P is
what are
silent.
those?
yes, I like to
The-
pronounce it without the P. It'd be Patera.
The seeing your confused mumbles and glances, the Terra folk are large winged creatures. They swoop down, and many fall prey to their assaults. They have been a nuisance to those who travel along the River Teriki for long enough, and have picked off many an adventurer or guide.
So what's your interest in going to this fight place?
Yeah.
Did
I
one of
have-
those,
Killing
I
them.
have my own reasons, but I won't hide it from you that the Terra folk have taken a family heirloom of mine.
okay. So kind of like a quest or mission to reclaim that thing going on here. Very well.
Yes. And if you choose to accompany me in this way, I can waive my fee for the journey.
That would be very kind of you.
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable.
Of
That sounds
course, if I
reasonable.
do so, I expect your full cooperation.
No, sure.
You can expect that.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure how cooperative our full cooperation is, but we will try our best.
I don't know, when there's something that I can gain from something, I'm fully cooperative. Or like most of the time. Most of the time.
I think you
Oh,
should
yeah.
leave the drink, Marcus.
What do you mean? Like, why do you always assume that I drink a lot? You always assume that I drink a lot.
It has to be explainable somehow.
Wait, your friend is not drunk.
What?
Yes,
No,
he's a
of
little
course
bit
I'm
tipsy
not.
right now.
No, he's drunk. It's okay.
No, I'm not drunk.
Maybe
Why the hell
once
you-
we get going, he'll be much more manageable than this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it.
Like, jeez. Jeez Louise. Ugh. Okay, so...
So
should
is
we,
it
like...
is it just the 5 of you then?
Yes,
yeah.
for now. We
For
had a
now.
6th, but he fell ill. He
So,
won't be
yeah.
joining us.
All right then.
We should probably
you-
leave him a note, like saying where we went
Leave him a
and
note.
stuff, so he could potentially come back when, like, the
I'd say Brennan
sickness
informed
fades.
the innkeeper's son about that.
What was his name again?
You go up and tell
Koala.
Qualu that that you're heading out to Firefinger.
Sweet.
And that if
Okay.
Farouk gets better, he should just wait for us here.
You walk back down, rejoin the group.
So, like, are we going all immediately, or what's the plan
Sounds
here?
like the best idea since the day is still young.
Well, of
I'm
course.
ready to go.
Have you acquired the appropriate supplies?
Did Farouk have anything that we needed?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Farouk's stuff is mostly the stuff that he bought for the group use has been given to Brennan for you guys to
Sick.
take with you. So,
So do I need to have a list of all those things?
Well,
or-
yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll let you know what he bought. He had a
I should
rain
just
cap.
put it in the group loot.
You could put it in group
Yeah,
loot,
that's
or,
probably a good-
or you could just have it on. I mean, one of you's gonna carry it, or you could split it up. Either way, feel free to put it wherever. But you've got a rain catcher, in addition to the one Duldist has. 2 gourds of insect repellent,
Oh yeah.
5 extra water skins, 1 for each of you, and a 1-gallon cask of Tej.
Oh yeah. Other than that, we're good to go, right? Like no one else has anything they need to get.
No,
Was the rain
I'm
catcher,
good.
the insect repellent, and the Tej, and what was the last thing?
2 gourds of insect repellent and 5 water skins.
5 water skins. Alright. I put that on the group loot.
She sees you guys sort of dig through your equipment, dig through the box of Farouk's stuff. It looks like you have been busy.
Yep.
We've been preparing.
Yeah, we really want to get stuff done.
I see you have means to carry water. Have you thought about food for our journey?
What does dinosaur meat taste like?
I can handle food,
Okay,
he
sweet.
says from behind her.
I see. Well, I won't question that look you have. If you are all ready to set out, since the morning is still fresh, we could get a good ways today.
Sure.
Sounds excellent.
Let's move out.
Maybe we should purchase some healing potions.
No.
If you
Was we have the money for that?
if you wish to do so, you should speak with Wakanga.
Oh, Wakanika, yeah. That guy. We should, yeah, I'm sure he'll, like, let us, like, buy stuff this early.
So that's what we do.
Yeah, that's probably a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys head back over to Wakanga's place, which is one of the only merchant princes that you guys have actually been able to get into their specific home. Since Syndra is still staying there, you realize this is probably an exception, but you head up. The guards recognize you and let you in, and you're escorted to the same seating room as before, what you meet with Wakanga, and he offers his stock of magical items to you.
Okay, so how much do potions cost?
Great question. I'm gonna grab that really quick.
If I remember correctly, it was like 50 gold
Jeez,
per healing potion.
Let's
That's
see.
the usual price.
that's expensive.
This is Chult though, and
Yeah, true.
Wakanga
Might be.
Except if
has
more or less expensive.
Wakanga has made it clear that his prices are the only, and his wares the only way to get
Uh-oh.
How
potions.
That's more expensive.
Yeah, that's
he's
important.
got a monopoly. He's got a monopoly.
For-
For a,
400
for a potion of healing, that will be 80 gold pieces.
80 gold.
Robbery.
Ugh. Gee, and they call me like heartless bastard.
And
They call me heartless bastard.
how much money does everyone have left?
I have 100 gold. I could buy one.
We could buy 2 from the group loot. Gold.
I bought one.
Should we like each grab one?
Yeah,
Brandon.
I still have one. I never used mine.
and I also
You were
didn't use mine.
you were each given a potion of healing.
Yeah, that's right.
By
Brandon
Ramada.
used it
No,
because of the spiders.
right. I'll grab another one. Budget.
And
I
I'll
ask if
also
he has
buy
any
one.
other kinds of potions.
I do.
Brennan will take one from the group loot.
I'm taking one from my own stack, so now I have 2 healing potions.
All right. Anyone who's buying a healing potion, just make sure to go ahead and subtract 80 gold from your list.
Yep, already done that.
I do have many other potions, yes. But are they within your price range?
Depends.
What kind of thing were you looking for?
Hold
Any
on.
sort-
Yeah, hold on.
Very difficult question.
If you're looking for a suggestion,
Anything with clairvoyance?
clairvoyance.
That comes in a potion.
I don't seem to have any of those on me, but if you were looking for something that's going to be useful out there, I do have potions of animal friendship. I also have many others, of course, but that would be one I would suggest for your jungle journey.
How much for that potion?
I could let go of it for 300 gold pieces.
Oh, I don't think
Jeez.
I don't think collectively we have that much money left.
300? I give him 300.
You have that?
All right.
Where do you get 300?
Oh,
I
You-
sold scrolls.
You hand him 300 gold, and he gives you a small green vial.
and think of all the snakes we could have bought with that.
I don't need
Like-
any more snakes.
What kind of
Wait,
army?
what? You bought snakes? You bought snakes?
Out of character.
He
That
said
was
that
out
out
of
of
Okay,
character.
okay, oops. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, Marcus says that potion be better worth it. Like that's more money than I spend in like a month. Like normally. Yeah. Even back in the glory days.
But we could have an animal friend.
Good for you.
You could become Gavin's friend.
Scowls.
Gavin doesn't want friends.
That better potion better get us like a Tyrannosaurus Rex buddy or something.
Might get you a dinosaur that you can ride in the races for all we know.
Oh,
That doesn't sound like a half bad idea.
Sounds lucrative.
in which
Okay.
way?
Oh, I'm set.
I think we're
I'm
good.
set also.
Yeah.
All right. It was a pleasure seeing you again, friends. Feel free to come back anytime.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of
Yeah,
course,
thank
of
you.
course. Anything for friends of Syndra.
Yeah,
Is-
we are
Is
heading
Azaka
in
still
our...
with us? Oh, sorry.
Azaka did not go with you.
Oh,
Okay.
She
Where
is
was she?
waiting back at the inn.
oh, okay.
So we go pick up.
Yeah.
You go pick up Azaka.
Okay,
Alright.
we're ready to go.
Any last preparations for heading out into Shot?
I think we're all good. I think we're ready
Yeah,
to
as long
go.
as we have you, we should be good.
All right then. We'll have to travel a bit quickly to make ground today, but regardless, let us go. And with that, you guys step out of the walls of the city and take your first steps
Yay.
into the wilds of Schult.
We spent like 5
Sweet.
hours in that city.
We spent
Yay.
like 2 days. And most of that we did really nothing, and Marcus didn't accomplish anything. So yeah, the adventure now truly begins.
Oh, that's all. We get a little party tile. That's so cute.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
All right. So basically, the way this works is now that we're out and traveling, you guys out of character, you can move. Basically, if you're spending the day traveling, you can move 1 hex per day.
Oh, goodness.
Jeez
This
Louise.
place is big.
Damn.
That's some scale right there. I didn't think it was
Indeed.
that big. Holy smokes.
One hex is 10 miles.
Oh, goodness.
Holy moly.
So
That's-
because
yeah.
there are no roads in Schult
Yeah.
and it's very treacherous terrain, you're limited to the 10. However, you can move at a slower or quicker pace with added benefits and detriments. So should you choose so.
Jesus.
Does
Like,
does our map have a legend? Do we know what like the shovel and pick and like the skull and crossbones are?
Uh,
Got given this map, and presumably those were there.
it does have a key on it. Actually, well, I mean, mine does.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know about
handout-
yours.
Does it?
Does the handout have it?
Yeah, the handout
yeah,
has.
Oh, okay, good. So if the
Okay,
handout has
sorry.
it, then I can safely say that the shovel and pick are mines.
Oh, undead
the-
territory. Ooh.
The skull and crossbones show where undead have been known to prowl.
okay, so
Well,
like
let's
this-
let's
steer
not
clear
go
of that
there.
place. Yeah.
She said along the which bank, the east bank.
Yeah.
Is there
Indeed.
That's one.
is there a way to cross this river? Wait, which way is east? East is right, right?
East is
yes.
right.
Okay, this map is actually the right way. Okay, good. Yeah. So is there like a bridge in the port? Be on the other side.
Where the rivers cross, or where it's smaller. From what your map is showing you, there don't appear to be any bridges listed.
Huh.
You could probably ask Azaka.
Azaka, is there a way to cross this river at any point?
Well, yes. If we go further south, then we could attempt to cross simply by wading across in the shallow spots.
That sounds
Perhaps.
great.
It might be a bit of a swim for those of us. She looks up and
smaller
down at
stature.
Delvist. But
I'll manage.
as long as we are careful, it will not be dangerous.
I could probably carry it over on my
Yeah,
shoulders or something.
we can figure out something.
We'll just need to be careful about the spot we pick. The River Tariki is laden with waterfalls.
Could you perhaps recommend a spot?
Yes. There are at least 3 points that I know of we could cross over.
Could you
If
point
it-
to them on the map?
Yeah, I'll make a. Do you have something I could write with?
What's
good
in an
question.
explorer's pack? Is there like a piece
No.
of
Yeah, we could use it.
let me check. Like I got a oil and shit. Maybe you can like an oil like stamp oil like thing.
Oh wait,
Well,
flip, I have a clicker first kit. Haha, I have a pen.
All right,
Nice.
you pull
Nice.
out a fine calligrapher's pen and hand it to her. She sort of grabs it off you. The first is right here. The second is right here, and the third is here. These are spots
Nice.
that are in between the various waterfalls.
Good. Which one would you recommend we take on the way to Firefinger?
Seeing as you know where we're going.
It depends on the journey itself and what we may find. But if I were to suggest the quickest route, I would suggest we take the farthest south, because at that point we might simply cross over the river and be only not a few miles from Firefinger.
I'm okay
Cool.
with that
That's the
plan.
plan then.
That sounds like a plan.
Sounds good.
Southwards.
Very well.
Walking right through the undead then.
How many days is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's
8.
9 days.
9 days.
I
To
did
get
tell
to the
you it
cross.
was going to be a 10-day.
10 day.
Yeah, one way.
Do we do this one day at a time, or do we can we just say, bam, 10 days and we're there? Actually, I guess we're going through not the best place, so that's probably not going to happen, is it?
Basically, how this works is each day, it could go very quickly, or it could not. Depending on what you find, what we do is I make one or two rolls at the beginning of the day.
Oh,
You
man.
guys determine who's navigating, probably your guide,
Yeah.
and then that guide
Yes.
that guide makes a check to see how well they navigate through the forest and determines whether you get lost or not.
Cool.
And should you succeed on that check, you enter the hex that you wish to be on. I make a few more rolls to see what you find there. And then if nothing happens, then you guys camp for the night and head on to the next day.
Okay.
Cool.
But yeah, we.
Sounds good.
Another thing to remember too, you guys need to be constantly drinking water, which you are easily able to do if you set up your rain catchers and use your
Yeah.
water skins every night.
I'm going to assume we filled those up before we left, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we took those.
And Gavin will need to help you guys out with food should you go more than a few days past your rations, or you could forage things that you may find.
How many days rations do you get in the explorer's kit?
10.
I got
10?
5 rations.
Yeah.
Woo. That's loads. Sweet. Okay. So are we good to go then?
I believe so.
One day southward.
All right. So you guys go ahead and travel into the next hex. I'm going to go ahead and get the things up that I need to make these checks. All right. Bam. Okay. So you guys continue traveling on. Right now, you move past the coast and you're on sort of a flat area. You haven't reached the thick of the jungle yet. In the morning, as you start traveling, you come across. Dun, dun, dun. So basically, as you walk through the jungle, Azaka sort of gives you some advice as you're traveling through this clear area. Some things you will want to know about traveling through the wilderness of Jolt. First of all, the water from the rivers and the lakes is not safe to drink unless it is boiled. Do not drink from them unless you have time to do so, lest you get the throat leeches.
Would we be able to purify them by magic? Would that be satisfactory?
Perhaps I've never seen that done, but
Can you do that? Is that a thing you can
Yeah,
do?
yes, I can do that.
Oh, that's cool.
Hmm. And look at that, something useful.
interesting. In addition, there are many dangerous plants out wild shot. Some are
Dangerous how?
well, there are all manner of poisonous plants, but some actually are dangerous in and of themselves. Things like assassin vines and tryphon flowers and such. But some roots and other fruits are actually beneficial.
I'm assuming you know which ones those are.
Well, yes,
Nice.
naturally.
I feel like we
I
hired
have,
the right person.
I have grown up in the jungles of Chol. Also, should you come across any dinosaurs, beware. They are terrifying creatures, but they are not to be trifled with. They aren't necessarily good or evil. They are children of Ubtao, and they should be respected.
I'll certainly keep that in mind.
Children of who?
Ubtao,
Oh,
when he is the ancient god of Schultz.
I've never heard of that god. Heard of that god.
He watched over Jod in our time of peril. But
Can I do a look? Okay.
we... Oh, what was that?
No, I was gonna suggest that can I roll a history?
It would
See if
be a religion check.
religion check.
But didn't we all like not know Chelt existed?
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be almost extremely
Okay.
impossible to know about this, but you can
Go on,
roll.
roll 20.
Ah, fuck it. Let's try it. Uh, no.
No, you've never heard of this strange god she speaks of.
Okay.
Ubta watched over us in our time of troubles, but he left us after we changed our ways.
Time of trouble.
But yes, the dinosaurs are known as the children of Ubtao, and they are commonly revered, even if Ubtao isn't. Regardless,
Oh, well.
we should continue on.
Yep.
Wait. What was this time of trouble you mentioned?
It is a time in Schultz's ancient past, the time where Ubtao abandoned his people.
I'm assuming that was bad.
Yes, very bad indeed.
Okay. Awkward silence.
Awkward
Away
silence
we
indeed
go?
as she pushes
Yep.
forward.
In character, awkward silence.
Gavin seems to appreciate her love of nature and respect for it.
All right, and as you travel on, the hours go on. You guys don't come across anything much the first day, and it's not long before it's time to make camp as the sun goes down. You guys are. I'll move your hex forward here. It's now time for you guys to go ahead and set up camp. I'm gonna sort of. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I wanted to check my bag of snakes.
Okay.
See.
Yeah. No. As you sort of about halfway through the day, your bag of snakes, you feel some movement from around inside as these snakes start to squirm in the bag.
Does anyone notice his bag squirming?
Anyone with a passive perception of 15 or over
Right.
can
That's me.
sort of it's out of the corner of their eye see some movement from the bag.
Wazu,
Yes.
there's something in your bag that's moving.
I know.
What is it?
Friends?
What a response.
Like friends are usually what I'd associate.
They
that walk
don't
on
look
two
like
legs.
humanoid friends to me.
No, they're not humanoid. Humans are
Why are
humanoid.
your friends in a bag?
Yeah.
They can fit in a bag.
Like, geez, dude, if you're gonna hide something, try not to make it so obvious.
I pull out the 2 snakes out of the bag.
Meh, snakes.
Why did you have snakes in a bag?
Yeah, why do you have...
You pull out these like big black snakes that are they're like maybe like 3 feet long, and they hiss as you pull them out, and they squirm around in your hands.
They don't seem like friends to me.
They're not your friends.
Gavin reaches out to soothe them. Fails.
Oh.
The snake
I wouldn't.
the snake actually snaps at your hand. Does that hit?
That's disappointing. Oh my goodness.
Ouch.
Yeah, you take a 1 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
God damn it.
All right, yeah,
15 at
no,
least.
yeah, you like this thing bites you, and you see a little bit of poison dripping off its fangs, but you quickly remove your hand and suck the poison out, spit it out.
Like,
Are
is-
you okay?
Uzi,
Like,
could you tell your
gee.
friends not to bite our friends, please?
Like, seriously, you said those things aren't gonna have a party, you dumbass.
I said they were my friends, first of all.
Ugh. Jeez, look, like, you didn't even get trained animals.
Hey,
Don't
can you
blame
just
the
tell your
snake.
friends not to hurt your friends?
Don't blame the snake for
Yes,
being a
please.
snake.
Yeah, but if
I'm
this
not blaming
idiot's
the
gonna
snake for
bite
being a
snakes.
snake. I'm blaming the snake for being here.
Yes, exactly.
I'm
I
the one who
believe-
reached for it. It's my fault.
It's okay. I believe my friends will be able to help us in the future.
Ooh, are you gonna, like, talk to them or something?
I mean, I can talk to them, yeah.
But you can talk to snakes.
Yes.
Like, what's your weird
Thank
thing
you.
with
Thank you so
snakes
much.
on it? What's your weird thing with snakes on it?
Are we quite
You do know I am a snake person, right? A
What?
pureblood.
Snake person.
What?
are we quite done here?
Yes, we
No.
are.
We have much
No.
ground to travel today.
She
To
just,
make up for
she
lost
just like
time.
not care about that at all.
She seems unfazed.
Like, seriously, snake
As
man?
you stand there holding a snake in each hand, it's just twisting and writhing around.
She's fine with that.
She's seen worse.
All right. Cool.
We should
Like-
move on.
We should move on.
Okay, let's not
Yeah.
ask the, like,
Hey,
okay,
let's-
fine, snake man, fuck it. Fuck me,
Onwards.
am I right? Okay, let's just get
Camping.
moving on.
All right, you guys get to a spot where you, as it gets dark, you make camp for the night. Since it's our first time and our first day, I'm gonna ask you guys to describe how you set up camp, and that'll just be how I assume you guys camp every night to save time, unless
Okay.
you say different. Of course. So how do
Okay,
you
so we-
you guys reach a forest clearing? Well, at least in this part, a less forested clearing, where you guys set up camp. And basically what do you do?
I'm gonna set up my water collecting thing.
Yeah, we
Okay.
set up the rain catches.
Yep. We should set those up. I don't know. I guess I
Right.
take out my bedroll, roll it out. Gotta sit down.
And
Oh, that's
put on
Uh,
some insect repellent on
yes.
everyone.
Yes,
for
we
the
should do that.
Yeah,
We should definitely do that.
that's, yep. And also,
Alright.
yeah, also, Marcus finds a spot, puts a bedroll, and do we have any tent or something?
No, we don't have a tent.
Okay. So I guess
That would have
like,
been a good idea.
yeah, he takes his cloak that he has and like he takes it off and puts it on the bedroll stuff, and he's gonna his plans to like after when he goes to sleep, he like puts it over his head or something to block his head from like potential like bugs or things.
We didn't get like the candle kind of bug repellent, right? We got like the
You guys got the
cream
gourd,
stuff. Yeah.
gourd filled with like this greasy salve.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We got the candles. I got some of
Okay.
both. Oh well.
Gavin rolls out his bedroll near the fire, but away from Marcus. And lays down.
Like seriously, why
Like
the
from
hate for
Marcus.
Marcus? Why the hate? Like probably everyone is avoiding Marcus.
Should we
He
like?
doesn't want you to ride him.
Yeah, should we like eat something too? Conceivably.
Yeah. Like who said that they could like make food out of thin air? Wasn't
I
did
think
you
we should
Gavin?
eat our rations before they go bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
some
he'll
ration.
nibble
Should've we
on his
say-
ration.
Okay, fine. I got like 5 rations, so does like everyone wanna eat mine first?
What?
I got 5 rations.
I'm assuming everyone's just pulling from their own stock until
Yeah.
they run out.
Yeah.
Okay, for our stock then. Well, then I remove
Never
one
mind.
ration from my bag.
All right.
Yeah.
Azaka sort of leaps up one of the taller trees and cradles herself in one of the large branches.
Well, she's kind of weird.
That's a cool way of doing it.
She also makes sure to set out her bow and her sword on one of the nearby branches.
Yeah. But then I'm just sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, I'm also
Couldn't possibly go
sleeping on-
poorly.
I'm gonna sleep at the base of the tree she's on top of.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also going to like sleep. Like I put my like sword and crossbow, which is loaded, right next to me, so that if something comes up, I can quickly grab them and try to kill something that comes along.
Brendan is just around the fire, sleeping in his bedroll.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Marcus always sleeps with his weapons close by.
All right. So as you guys go to sleep, you hear the sound of a gentle, light rain on the trees and various birds and insects chirping and buzzing around as you drift off.
And Marcus is snoring.
Yeah, fantastic.
All right.
I just realized the music finally changed. I'm so happy.
But it's not long before Azaka is sort of down from the tree and shaking you all awake just at the crack of dawn, ready to get moving.
Okay, I'm up.
I'm gonna say I didn't sleep much because of Marcus's snoring.
But I mean, Marcus didn't snore that loudly. It was kind of small snoring, like.
I don't think Marcus knows how loud he snores.
Yeah, he knows. He knows how loud he snores.
Gavin rolls up his bedroll.
Yeah, and I also pack my things.
All right. Yeah,
Yep.
you guys pack up your camp.
We're gonna fill up our water skins from the.
Yep. You
Rain
fill up
collector.
your water skins. What was collected over the night seems to be just enough to get you guys each you're each carrying 2 water skins. It fills them up, gives you enough water
Sweet.
for the day.
Nice.
It seems like on a normal night, the light rain is enough to fill your water for the day. The only way you'd have a problem is if it didn't rain.
Okay.
All right, but you guys set out, presumably towards this bottom hex here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
All right, we start traveling again. Azaka goes ahead to sort of scout out the area. Right, she leads you on. And you don't encounter much on this day either, as you go through the forest without much event. This is, however, is still the lightly sparsely populated forest. And when I say populated, I mean with trees. It seems once you camp for the night tonight, you can see a much thicker, denser part of the Chalton rainforest is before you.
Uh,
Living
uh,
civilization now.
yep. Before I go to sleep, I kind of turned to like Brennan and say like, "Hey, so you're a smith or something, right?"
Yes. Do you need something made?
Well, not made, but improved. Yeah, I got this hand crossbow that I've been using for like, for now, 15 years of my life. It's my oldest and dearest possession.
Can I
And
look it over? See how bad shape it's in?
I mean, I've been like keeping it like in pretty good condition. I probably didn't keep it so much for the 3 years, for the 3 previous years, but I think it's still in pretty good shape, but still kind of a worn look on it.
Indeed.
Yes.
And what do you want me to do with this?
Like, I don't know, like, can you like keep it in like good condition and stuff? I don't want this baby failing on me now that I'm doing something I never expected on doing.
Oh, the least I can do is keep it in tip-top shape and repaired.
Okay, if you would do that.
Yeah, if we ever take a short rest or something, I'll use my channel divinity today. With Allison's blessings, just make sure it is as good as new.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay. We'll say as you start to camp for the night tonight,
Yeah.
you go ahead and you take a look at this crossbow. It's in pretty good condition, so there's not much you need to do to it. You do expend a little bit of metal in tightening up some of the fittings and polishing it up a bit. But other than that, it looks just fine.
Alright.
Also,
yeah,
I
hand it back.
I forgot to mention like there's a like M symbol like carved in the metal or something.
I think
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
I'll
Yeah,
make it a
M
little
on
bit
it.
shinier for you.
Ah, thanks.
During the short rest,
Yeah.
I wanted to grab one of the biggest snake in the bag
Okay.
and talk to him or her.
Hit, probably.
Okay, so you're casting the Speak with Animals? Uzu?
Yeah, sorry. I have unlimited use of animal friendship.
Oh, Animal
Due to my-
Friendship.
Yeah, due to my
Okay.
race. So, did you want me to like
All
put
friend.
that in the chat? Or...
That would be awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
only when it's snakes.
Only with snakes, yeah.
yeah, that's the whole UNT thing.
So I'm just gonna ask the snake, what part of Cholt is it from?
I'm ready for the snake voice.
All right.
Go
So you
ahead,
said,
pal.
and you said it was Animal Friendship, right?
Yeah, animal friendship.
Okay. So you go ahead and you use your magic. Use something you've never really done before. To convince this snake that you mean it no harm. And it's going to go ahead and make a check. Oh.
Critical fail.
Wow.
So yeah, no, it is this snake crawls up your arm and you get the feeling that it is very calm in your presence.
Okay,
And
and
it just looks at you.
like I said, so I reassure to the snake that I mean him or them and the other one no harm. I just wanted to bring companions to help in this adventure, and I ask if it is comfortable to just stay on my body or if it wants to go back onto the bag.
You start asking the snake this, and the snake just looks at you and
Is that yes in snake or no in snake?
I think it's both.
All right, then I'm just gonna keep the snake on my body for the rest
Okay.
of the day.
Out of
Snake
character,
scarf.
I will say, animal friendship does not allow you to speak to animals.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I read it wrong.
It's
then, but-
basically a charm person for.
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay, that's fine. So.
The snake is charmed by you at the moment. It
Mm-hmm.
is very friendly, but at the moment you don't. It can't understand you.
Oh, okay. I've never
Okay.
used animal friendship, so I guess I should have read that a little bit better.
User, don't
My
you have
bad.
that psychic thing? Don't you have
Oh,
that like mental thing that you can communicate telepathically with things?
Could ask the snake to write it down.
Yeah. I mean, I do have awakened minds, but I don't know the stats of a snake. So I mean, I
mean,
don't know. It
if
could
you
probably
were-
understand me, but I don't know if it's gonna do anything.
What does awakened mind do?
It just lets me communicate telepathically to a creature.
What are the
Third.
what are the requirements?
Here, let me just put it up. Where is
Because
it?
who knows?
You can talk to this.
Says starting at first level.
30 feet, don't need to share a language, but
Okay.
needs to be. Oh, okay, yeah. Sadly, the snakes don't know any languages.
Yeah.
Is snake in
Uh,
language?
Yeah, you gotta get yourself that speak with animals spell.
Yeah. Well, then at that point, I'm just gonna put the snake back into the bag.
All right.
Just to-
As
I
you
mean-
as you go to put it back in the bag, it uncurls itself seemingly at your command and leaps back into the bag.
Would a snake be a small beast? Technically. Because I have this. Through sounds and gestures. I could talk
Yeah.
to the snake for you.
Yeah, that would work.
Cool.
That should definitely work.
Uzer, are you attempting to speak to this snake?
You
I-
did see
I
him
am.
trying to talk to the snake. So
I could,
You
serve
can
as a
help.
translator for you. If you want to talk to the snake.
Yes. You can translate for the snake.
Alright.
For me.
What do you want me to say?
I just wanted to have the snake know that he can rest on me for tonight.
All right,
and
yeah.
not be in the bag.
All right, I communicate that through sounds and gestures.
yeah, you
Somehow.
you start hissing like a snake, and you make these arm jets. You wave your arms like and you sort of worm your body to communicate to this snake that he is okay to sleep on Usu.
Oh, fudge, I suppose he can't communicate back to me, really, though.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Whatever.
Like Marcus looks at this and
That's
like, what?
I'm just glad I have 2 snakes at this point, in case this one goes away.
Does the snake show any sign of comprehension?
The snake actually does slither out of the bag and back up Usu's arm. At this.
Nice.
Win. Okay.
Glad I could help.
Yes. Thank you for the help.
I'm going back to sleep.
Likewise. I will go to sleep now.
All right.
So much.
So, yet another morning dawns as you guys get ready to set out into the thick of the jungle. Azaka, as normal, leads the way and scouts out where you guys should go.
Like, how tall are like the trees and like how thick?
The trees are
Whoa. Timing.
the the trees are very, very tall. There are several tens of feet tall.
Several
And-
times.
Yes, and
Okay.
they crowd out the top of the forest, or the top of the sky. So it's
Like noticeably darker.
it's noticeably darker. It doesn't inhibit your vision in any way, as sunlight still streams through the leaves, but it is it's almost a little bit claustrophobic as you go in from the wide open area.
Cool.
It's definitely choked with wildlife. But yeah, no, Azaka leads you through confidently. And then let's see what you guys run across today. So as you guys are traveling, you hear, Brendan, of course, as the most perceptive of the group, you notice before anyone else, you hear the sound of wings beating in the distance.
Oh.
I pointed out to Osaka. Say, listen. What's that?
You're right. I hear it too.
Uh-oh.
Ask
Yeah.
Azaka what that means.
She pulls out her bow.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
then I pull out my crossbow and hand crossbow.
Be on guard.
Shouldn't we hide?
I like that idea.
If
No,
you wish,
I'd
she stands her ground.
I'd like to deal with this. Whatever
Alright.
comes next.
For mine hiding that.
Gavin takes a position next to the scout.
It's a good thing I have fire spells in a forest.
All right. So it's not long before you hear a strange sound that sounds like hooting, almost, or screeching. And as this sound of the beating wings gets closer to you all, and enough for you all to hear, a swarm of flying monkeys breaks through the trees and swoops right towards you in a wave of grasping hands and feet. Each of you needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Monkeys.
Here goes. Yes. Take that.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, how did that even? Oh, okay. You didn't have a number
I
there for a
did.
second, Uzo. I was confused.
God damn it, the rogue is one of the least
21.
agile.
How do you only have a plus
How do you
2
only
with
have
the rogue?
2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled terribly.
No, but you only have a bonus of 2 apparently.
They have 10 in dex?
No, it was a dexterity save, Marcus.
Yeah, dexterity. Yeah, and I
A save though.
Oh, they need to save it.
I think you're proficient in.
Yeah, so it should be a 15 then.
Yeah, did you forget to tick it off?
Oh yeah, I just.
You didn't tick the check mark. You can
checked
do
the wrong thing. I pressed the wrong thing.
Should we make that a 50? Should we make that a 50?
No, he rolled the wrong thing. I'll let him take it.
Yeah.
Alright.
But no, you guys, most of you managed to dodge out of the way. Brennan, however, in your clunky armor, and Usu, as you were caught up with something, don't manage to get out of the way as these things come flying through, just swooping around, reaching out, grabbing at anything they can possibly reach. Brennan, they grab a handful of your crossbow bolts and fly
I
off.
don't have any.
Can I try to with my amaze? Try to grab the things that these monkeys stole.
I don't have any crossbow bolts. I gave all of them to Marcus.
Do they get close enough for an opportunity attack?
For the two of them, sure, but for the rest of you, you stepped out of the way.
Can I cast prestidigitation to try to distract them, make some sparks, around everybody, to see if that'll confuse them?
Sure. I'm just trying to see one thing real quick. But either way, they start grabbing at your belongings. They each make off. I'll say that the things that will be exposed might be perhaps your gold pouch. They make off with a few silver pieces from each of you. But at this end, and they attempt to fly off as soon as they do this as well. So if you guys are looking to take any actions, as these things are flying off, you can.
Yeah, they probably didn't take any of my shit.
No, they did not.
With my hand crossbow.
I'm gonna use an attack with my dagger, I guess.
All right.
No.
Damn it.
Let me see, but I don't think. Yeah, none of those hit, as these things are just too fast for you, and you guys are blindsided by this flying monkey.
I don't know how you get a flying monkey with a dagger.
there's at least, like, I'd say maybe about 6 or 7 of them, but they swarm around you, grab a few silver, and then fly off, screeching and howling.
Can I still try to hit one of them again?
At this point, after your first attack, they have completely flown off and are out
Are
of
they
your reach. So they're to the point
20.
where you can't see them through the trees and the foliage anymore.
Damn it! God damn it! Ugh.
A nuisance, to be sure.
Yes.
I'll just keep moving.
I hear that you some have learned to train flying monkeys.
Hmm.
That's surprising.
Yes, it is not a simple feat, but it can be trained to do simple tasks and whatnot. They
Right.
often make good pets for those who look to be, well, of the more
Constant running
entertainer
messes.
lifestyle.
Were any of these people that train these monkeys, were any of them green and have aversions to water?
That's a very specific
That is.
description.
Yeah.
Would have probably been from the west, maybe calling themselves a witch.
Oh,
Just thinking.
I mean,
Oh.
I have heard of such claims.
We should avoid that. Alright.
yeah.
Anyways, let us press on.
Marcus is now kind of like one hand is shaking and he's getting kind of sweaty.
All right.
Yep.
And you guys go on into the afternoon. You're walking along the jungle, along the thicker part of this choked forest, when
Going straight down, right? South still?
yeah,
Sweet.
when all of a sudden
Da-da-da.
one of the vines at Gavin's feet begins to coil around his leg.
Do we notice this?
You do. And actually, as this happens, you see that this is not a vine. This is what appears to be a constrictor snake. And as it goes to make an attack against Gavin, it's time to roll initiative.
Oh,
Uzu, talk to it.
Oh no, we don't have our tokens. How do we
oh
do
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
I
we're
can.
Going
I
out
can.
tossing tokens
Oh
on, so
no.
actually
Okay, yeah.
make
Let me
sense.
get back into Roll20 quick. I clicked on a tab. But then I will put your character tokens. You can actually just drag them out onto the map if you wish. And then
You should
roll.
use Firefox for this, because then you don't get to click at the bookmarks. There's no there. You don't have this issue.
See, I like them. I just don't like them when I'm trying to click
No,
something else.
it's true. I get it.
Who are we missing? Looks like somebody left.
Probably me.
No, I think we have. Oh, we have everybody.
Except like I don't know, Gavin. Gavin's not. And wait a minute, no.
I'm not there either.
Yes.
Gavin
Deep
and Delvis.
Delvis.
Right.
No, do I not get a token? Okay, that's fine.
I mean, you don't need a token for this. You're pretty much all clustered at this point.
What
Not 20.
the heck is in there?
Glad I'm taking not 20s on useless shit.
One. Wow, the contrast.
But yes,
Well,
as this snake coils around Gavin's leg, it goes
Ooh, music.
and reaches out to try and constrict him. Does a 17 hit?
I think so.
And then Gavin is turning into like Indiana Jones here. Just didn't have to be snakes. Not having luck with the snakes.
Wait, so did it get me or did I get a chance to get out of it?
At that point, it had surprised you. It was lying in stealth and waited for you. So it has surprised you. It's making an attack and then it's gonna go.
Okay. So yeah, it hits. No wait, yeah, it hits.
All right. So does 5 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled until this grapple ends. You are restrained, and the snake is coiled around you. But with that, it is Marcus's turn as you guys break past the surprise round of this snake.
Okay, I attack it with my shorts.
All right. You get sneak attack because your allies are coiled
Okay,
around.
Sorry, you cut
Sweet.
out there.
Okay, so does a 13 hit?
Let me see here. A 13 hits.
Nice. So first short damage, and then sadly roll 1d6.
Are you gonna try to shoot a crossbow at a snake that's currently around Gavin?
No, I can
Well,
shoot it.
well, as he does so, he shoots the snake right through the head.
I used my
and,
short
and,
sword.
and oh, sorry, no. He uses short sword. He stabs it right through the head.
Okay.
And it falls limp to the ground, and the encounter ends as quickly.
Alright.
Micah seems
That
like
was
weirdly
really quick.
Yeah, Micah seems really relieved. Like, okay.
Yeah, man, I thought nature was supposed to like you.
What? Nate? Yeah.
Just gave him a big hug.
Nature is a chaotic and fickle thing. It does what it does.
Fair enough.
Indeed. She sort of examines the snake on you. A constrictor. Somewhat common to these parts.
Perhaps I should be more careful.
Well, I don't believe it was something you could have avoided. It was waiting, disguised on the ground. Probably waiting for its next meal.
Well, the only thing it ate was my steel.
And how did I know you were gonna say that?
Because I don't know.
That's required.
I'm not like that good at coming up with cool
The only thing it ate was my steel.
I don't know. I'm not very good at like one-liners. Okay. Like in character.
That could be a character trait.
But regardless, you guys press on into the evening where you make camp for the night.
Okay.
It isn't too much. Well, it's another quiet night. It isn't too much longer. You guys reached here until the next morning comes around. As Azaka wakes you this morning, as everyone gathers, she gives you a warning. We're about to be entering undead territory. From now on, it gets infinitely more dangerous.
Is there any special precautions we should be taking?
Other than making sure to avoid the swarms of zombies, specters, and who knows else what may lurk in the jungles. I know not of any sort of protection, other than being well armed and well ready.
Well, we've had like previous encounters with undead things, and we've done pretty well.
Yeah, I suppose we have. I kind of forgot.
Yeah, even a lich.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that lich.
We're regular undead exterminators.
Gavin's eyes light up at the mention of undead.
Well, you all seem to be pretty at ease with this fact, so I will take it as is and we shall move on.
Let's.
All right, she heads out, does her scouting thing, and now I have to open every freaking Roll20 handout again. Dang it.
The
Worst.
the problems with
Roll20.
technology. It can be a great boon, but also a great burden.
Oh, and you just left Roll20.
I did because it was doing that thing where my journal was.
Yay.
But let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. It's all back.
Roll20.
Oh, it's great.
Ping. That was a really big ping.
Zakashi.
Yeah.
It's so big.
So big. Yes, I know. I need to get a second monitor, honestly.
Oh yeah, you can drag them over. That's right. I forgot.
But Zaka goes ahead, does her scouting work. Leads you guys on to the next area where you guys travel. And let's see what you come across for the day. Today is surprisingly uneventful as well. You guys go ahead. Even though you were on guard against anything that may come your way as you enter this undead territory, nothing seems to pop out at you. You head through, make camp for the night, enjoy another hearty meal of trail rations.
Oh yeah, how many have you used so far?
Probably
4?
3.
I think it's
3?
Is this the
Yeah.
fourth one or the third one? I have the
I
fourth.
think third one.
I've been trying to keep track. Maybe it's the fourth.
Today is the 4th because
Yeah, okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, I got 1 ration left.
Well, you have 2 days of food then.
All right. So you guys start the next day. As usual, Azaka goes out, scouts out the way for you to enter the hex south of you. She leads you on just as confidently as ever.
Can I also like try to be perceptive or like ready for like undead or anything to jump out at us?
You can do so. However, if you do this, you'll move it at a slower pace.
Would it be too slow that the group might actually I might get lost of the group or
Potentially. If the entire group is moving a bit slower, to be on guard, that might be a thing. But otherwise, if it's just you, you do run the possibility of them leaving you.
yeah, then too big of a risk. So yeah, I can't be on guard.
Right. It is a pretty decent pace you guys are setting, trudging through the woods, or not the woods, the jungle. But all right, you guys go ahead, make it through. See what you encounter today. All right. As you go through, you hear the beating of wings again.
Oh, not this again.
This time though, the wing beats are much larger and a little bit more up in the distance.
I don't think we're dealing with monkeys today.
Hey, do we all hear
All
this?
flying things.
You do all hear this.
Oh.
Yay.
Okay, I take out my. You know what? I'll take my light instead out.
Those
on my
monkeys
back.
get any bigger, Azaka? Or is that something different?
I believe this is something different.
Oh
Rim
dear.
moves like cover behind the tree.
Would I roll like a survival to guess at how big it is?
Yeah. 14. This is definitely. Make sure I'm giving you the right information. This is definitely a larger creature. You'd say it's probably you judge from the wing beats at least maybe 4 or 5 feet.
That's not that big.
Not
Bigger than
across?
a monkey.
Bigger than a
Uh,
bird.
Is it like wingspan?
4 or 5 feet tall or 4 or 5 feet across?
Yeah.
I'd say if we're going wingspan, it would probably be around like 8 or 9 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a big
That's a little
creature.
scarier.
Yeah.
Can I be ready and stuff? Like
Yeah,
ready
you
to
as
strike
as
when
as as you hear this, you ready yourself.
Yeah, I want to like get behind a tree.
Okay. Okay.
As you ready yourselves and look, sort of look over the area, you can see through the canopy of the jungle, though as the wing beats grow closer, you see a group of 4 large winged dinosaurs fly way overhead. Seems like they haven't even noticed you.
Nice.
Nice. So
Ta-da,
they're
no-
not trying to attack us?
Nope, it seems like they were just flying right overhead.
What were those?
Ah.
Pteranodons.
Are they scary? Are they gonna kill us?
They're not usually main predators, at least of humans.
That's good to hear.
Yes, they mostly feed on smaller prey, like
Smaller?
mice and almirage and such.
Wait. Something with like a
But,
9 foot wingspan eats mice.
I find this jungle to be fascinating.
They
So
are
that's a-
they
that's a
they
lot
are
of
they are omnivores.
Okay.
I wouldn't be concerned at that distance. Now, if they were several tens of feet closer, perhaps.
All right.
All right. As you move on, nothing else really happens to you that afternoon. You guys go ahead and camp for the night, moving into this hex here.
Good. We're right on top of the skull and crossbones, guys.
Yeah.
Not.
Not ominous at all.
as you go to sleep that night, you feel the looming skull and crossbones over you on that. But no, you wake up the next morning with little to no incident.
There's a big cloud in the sky shaped like a skull and crossbones.
Is someone using Skywrite?
Is that a thing?
Get it? Yeah,
that
that's
is
a
that is a
spell.
thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can like write and like make images in the
That's-
sky using your druidic magic.
Exactly. They're making Death Eaters or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right. Azaka has already scouted at this point. She comes back and lets you know that she's found the path for today, and that you guys should go ahead and get moving.
Then let's go.
10 more monkeys.
All right. You guys get through. Barely anything happens today as you trudge through the jungle once more, on your guard for anything that any dinosaurs or undead that may pop out. You don't see anything minus the norm.
I feel like we're getting quite lucky.
Yeah, I
we're
feel
doing-
like-
Is the jungle usually this quiet, Azaka?
Usually we've had a few more brushes once we come this far. I'm a little wary at this point, we should say.
Perhaps we're just lucky.
Yeah, lucky.
Could be.
Real lucky, aren't we?
It figures that a halfling is saying that.
No. Not a halfling. That's okay though. Mildly offended.
But you guys go ahead and camp for the night.
Actually, Doof, I'm
What's
planning
up?
to like when everyone goes to sleep, I kind of plan to middle of the night go try to find another animal or something small.
Okay.
Because Marcus is now kind of sweating and his hands is trembling like really badly.
Okay. You can make me a survival check to see how far you have to go to find a small animal.
Yeah. 5.
5. You're walking
Oh.
for quite some time, but
Hey, goes back to
looking for
Portney and
something.
Zaro.
So
Can I like
it's
leave out?
it's almost an hour before you're able to find something to
Okay.
kill, and what you come across is a small rabbit-like creature that's holed up near a tree, but you see it sort of hop out. But this isn't. It has a distinguishing feature you've never seen before. This rabbit, it has like a unicorn's horn coming out of the top of its forehead.
Oh, it's a Unibunny. I'ma kill it. I don't say that out loud, but once again, could I like try to stealth on it? Like maybe once again grab it and then like stab it with my sword.
That's the rogue keyword. Here we go. I'm gonna start.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and roll stealth.
24, 23.
Yeah, you guys are.
Oh,
You're gonna kill that?
so cute.
You're,
Yep, sorry.
you are
Monster.
completely stealthed as you come up behind
I
this
am.
thing.
Does it have like feathers around its neck, or is that just
I
Some
want
I
bug.
think it's just
Fur.
fur. I think it's just.
okay?
Okay, so yeah, I take out that thing. Mercilessly.
I hope you miss.
Do I have to roll an attack?
You do, and it's going to be with advantage because it doesn't see you.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. Character flaws. Oh, critical!
Yeah, okay, that's going to
Aw.
hit.
I slice it in half.
I hope it has like 1,000,000 health and just kills you.
Okay. So,
Magics you in the face.
yeah, for 9
that
damage.
you walk up, you grab this thing, and you slice its head off really quick.
Oh,
Oh,
And you just hear a small whimper as
monster.
its severed head falls to the
Oh.
ground.
Okay. I like take out once again a sigh of relief. And then I start heading back to camp.
All right.
Do I
you
have
hit-
to make another survival check to that?
No. It was just to find you.
Okay. So that's all.
All right. You guys head back to sleep. Your dream's much more pleasant, I guess.
Yeah, it is actually.
And the rest of you wake up the next morning.
suppose I can't really be sad in character. Fuck it.
You have this strange feeling that you're sad.
It's okay.
No, but as you guys walk out, Azaka does her thing, and you guys trudge through the forest yet again. Go ahead and see what you run up against.
So you're gonna go to like the first crossing or the second crossing. I guess we're gonna be in the same tile, right?
Yeah, we should be able to
Assumedly.
see almost.
Like out character, I really regret killing
You
you,
monster.
seriously. Yeah,
You
Marcus is a
monster.
monster. Marcus is. He can't help himself.
You
All right.
monster. You could have looked for
See-
something else.
So you guys go ahead and camp for the night.
Wait, nothing happened? You got lucky?
Not you got lucky again. You didn't come across anything.
Nice.
You go ahead
Oh, we're going that way.
and after checking your maps, you realize you deviated off course a bit.
Damn it.
Azaka sort of shrugs and climbs back up into her tree.
That still works, I guess.
Yeah,
That's not
whatever.
that far, of course.
Yeah, it's not. It's nothing, I guess. I'm just. Well, I gotta say, like for like deadly jungle and whatnot, we've been real lucky these past
This
days.
is just a nice walk in the woods.
Yeah, yeah, it's been pleasant actually.
Minus
It's
Gavin
been
getting
real
attacked
pleasant.
by snakes. That's just Gavin.
Yeah,
though.
but yeah, just quickly stabbing in the throat then. Oh,
All right. So as you guys as you guys go ahead and camp for the night. It's not too long before you're awoken by Azaka.
Wait, is it the morning or is it not the morning?
As she wakes you up, you realize it's not the morning.
Uh-oh. I take off my clothes and it's hand crossbow, loaded hand crossbow. What is it?
Something's moving. Prepare
God damn
yourselves.
it.
Oh,
Go ahead and set yourselves up like you would be camping.
I can.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Can I have my token, please?
You just drag it yourself.
Yeah,
from
you just drag it out.
No, you never put mine on. I don't think.
But you remove it.
I didn't remove it. I never got one. There I am.
You're literally, if you just drag your character sheet out, it should be.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can just drag it. But
Yeah.
why is it removed? How was it removed? Like the thing I drew out.
I'm not sure why.
We're all camping around Brennan. Is the
Let's
Let's
see.
He changed
There you
his.
go.
That's
he
what's
changed
happening.
his thing.
I don't know why,
Oh.
Rusty. I don't know why that's like that. I'm just there's Marcus's.
Yeah, that's the old picture. I
Yeah,
decided I'm gonna change it.
I'll update it with the new token stuff for
Yeah,
next
no,
session.
no problem, no problem. It's fine, it's fine.
But yeah, no, you guys go ahead and set up in your little camp area. Azaka's tree is gonna be right over
Maybe
here.
like draw a little campfire thing,
Like on
somewhere
Brennan.
in the middle. Like on Brennan or something.
There you go.
I am not the artist, so anyone can feel free
That's fine.
to
That works.
Yeah, no,
to
fine, that's fine.
do
that's
what
fine.
they wish. But for now, that is representative camp. Azaka is with you as well. She is gonna be right
In
here.
the tree. Nice.
But she jumps down as she goes to alert you all. But now that you mention it, Brennan, you're the first to notice. The rest of you as well. You do hear sounds coming from the bushes and trees, not just a few feet off. Well, a few, like maybe 20, 30 feet off.
And those of us with dark vision see anything.
Those of you with dark vision see shadowy humanoid forms shambling
Someone out there.
in your direction.
Goddamn undead.
Yeah. Is it to where are the shadow the humanoid figure?
It looks like, from what you can see, from what Azaka has shown you, that they're coming from the north.
North.
They're pretty close.
Okay, so I take out I get ready to strike at them with my hand crossbow.
Yeah,
Whatever
obviously
comes
get
out.
out of bedroll, get ready to go.
Good thing Marcus sleeps
Pop
in
up
his
now.
armor.
Turn order.
All right, and with that, as the first shadowy figure breaks through, it's time to roll initiative.
I was kind of
Wait,
prepared
how
to
on
strike.
earth did you roll that?
10
Whoa. Wow, that's
Uh,
an interesting dice you're using there.
I was
10.14.
I
There's
was kind of
a
readying for a surprise attack. Do
There's
I
a set-
get one? Or
Just 1 minute. I gotta grab
Do that,
something.
Gavin.
there's a setting on your character sheet for breaking tiebreakers, and basically
Oh.
it puts your actual dexterity as a point on the end.
Oh, I see. So you're. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. How do you turn that on?
And go to the cogwheel,
The cogwheel.
and it's in
Sure.
it's in the middle there under initiative.
Oh yeah, cool.
funny, not bad.
That's a good way of doing it.
All right. So
But yeah,
as the first shadowy figure shambles through,
Oh God, I'm the closest. Sort of.
like do if I had to like say this, but I was kind of preparing for like a surprise attack or something, or striking immediately when I see something I'm coming out of the shadows.
Yeah,
Or, like,
I
get a
realized you
surprise
had.
attack.
I realized you had a ready action. That's gonna go off momentarily.
Okay.
20.
Okay, just checking.
Well, it was an 18.
Gavin just kind of slowly gets to his feet, dusts himself off, and prepares to fight.
All right. So you can see the first form break through, shadowy black figure shambling, moaning. Ooh. And Marcus, your attack does go off. You can go ahead and roll that for me.
Okay, hand crossbow. Here we go. Yeah.
He needs to be added to the turn order.
Yeah, and Marcus isn't in.
Yep. I ain't hit any shit. Too dark. It's too dark.
Marcus, what did Marcus roll again?
Oh, you rolled that with
20.
advantage, didn't you? Did you get it? Oh, do you get
What?
advantage? Isn't that with
no,
advantage?
He has a 20 armor class. I know it wouldn't be with advantage.
No, I don't think I got it with
Or a
advantage.
20
just
initiative,
as
I
a-
mean.
Yeah, I got a 20 initiative.
20? All right.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were talking about the roll. Huh.
No, yeah, I roll an 8. So
Alright.
yeah, it's
Yes.
too dark. I don't shake shit.
So no, yeah. Actually,
Hmm?
actually,
Actually.
an 8 hits.
Ah! Okay, that's a neat.
This thing is so slowly moving and shambling towards you that it doesn't even try to move out of the way of your crossbow bolt that sails through and hits it.
Okay, so full damage.
Cool.
5.
All right, your bolt sinks into this thing. All right.
Sweet.
So anything else you'd like to do?
No. Can I use my bonus action on the surprise round to hide?
Okay, it's not really a surprise round. It's more just a ready action going off. But yeah,
Okay.
you can go ahead and hide, perhaps behind a tree or something. You want to move towards more the edge of the clearing. But
Okay, but yeah. Oops. Do I roll stealth?
I'd say if you're within 10 feet of that little edge that you can see the snakes around, then you can safely hide behind a tree.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you can go ahead and roll
Okay.
stealth.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh!
I hit my toe in the rock, and I'm like, ow, ow.
You stumble behind the tree and land with a thud.
Ow, 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 ow.
All right, Delvis.
Alright. I'm gonna move out of the way.
Hey, wait. Wasn't that a part of my readied action? So I still have my regular action. Or,
Okay, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to take your regular action, you are prone right now. You could use half
was
of your
there?
movement to get up.
Okay, so I do that, and let me check. Yeah, I can still. I try to hit it with my crossbow again.
Okay, it is a disadvantage because of the range, but
What do you mean?
you're attacking with
It's
your
like-
hand crossbow, right?
Yeah, it's like 30 v
Yep.
120 feet.
Yep.
So like,
The initial range of the hand crossbow is 30 feet.
okay. Can I move a tad bit closer?
You can, but it would break your stealth.
Okay, well, fuck it. I'll try to with disadvantage. Let's see how this goes. Well, their armor class is pretty low, so who knows? 12.
that still hits.
Nice. 5. Also, do I get sneak attack since I'm hidden? Oh wait,
Perhaps.
I didn't get. Oh wait,
Perhaps.
I didn't
Let
get
me-
hit since I critically failed
see.
the stealth check.
Didn't you break your stealth?
You did break your stealth to attack, but at the same time, you might get sneak attack on it. Let me just check their conditions. Sadly, you don't get sneak attack because its passive perception is higher than your stealth roll.
Okay, so that's now everything. So now finally Delvis's turn. Sorry, dude.
A much more exciting turn. That isn't that exciting. I will particularly move back, like I was going to do before, and then I'll just firebolt him.
All right. That's gonna hit.
Nice. Wow.
So 14 damage in total has been done to this thing.
All right. It is still up and moving towards you, however.
That's my turn.
All right. Brennan, it is your turn.
Brendan will move up, and as he's running, he will yell to Asaka, asking her, Asaka, what is this thing?
Zombie.
Alright, and then he will throw a guiding bolt at it.
Cool.
All right. Are
Ooh,
you?
nice.
I'm assuming you're wanting to be a little bit farther away when you do that, correct?
Oh yeah, as I'm running up, I will end my
Oh,
move.
as you're running up. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'll move that into a square, so it's right on. But
That's kind of confusingly not on a tile.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I moved it
That's
onto
like,
a
where is it?
tile.
Okay.
That does hit though.
For 12 damage.
Oof.
All right.
2
You
1
deal-
6.
12 damage as this thing is you just blow bits of it off, and you see like just black goo just drip from where this thing's arm used to be as it sort of just, you don't even hear a cry of pain though. It's
Jesus.
And that is a
Is
good
it-
spell.
Is it like, is
And I
it
hold my
still
shield up
going?
against it.
Is it still going?
it is still going.
Damn.
Oh, and I would have had another spell slot.
I say don't waste it.
I just used one, but I forgot that we have had some long
Yeah,
rests.
it's a long rest.
Yeah. Okay, whose turn is it now?
No, that was my turn.
All right.
Question mark turns.
It is the question mark's turn, which is this guy. You see some of the other shadowy figures you saw begin to emerge from the woods behind it.
Bum.
Oh, the cavalcade of douchebags.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Man, that's a lot.
Good.
Bam!
They got... I'm gonna need a
Oh,
lot
my
more
goodness.
crossbow bolts.
It's now the time to run away, guys.
No.
All right.
We haven't killed
And-
one in like 3 turns.
And this guy is now gonna go ahead and move up. He's gonna try and swing at you, Brennan.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Oof.
miss.
All right. Gavin.
Yeah. Let me see. I will move to there. And I will stare at it. Come closer.
This thing snarls at you, but otherwise continues its shamble and actually does come closer to you as its reaction.
It's quite a big area, isn't it? Jeez.
Well, thank you for being accommodating.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Gavin? Did you want to use your action?
Well, yeah, since it got closer, I will do that. We'll, my bonus action first. And then use my action.
Nice.
This.
Sweet.
No, I'll probably hit, but I don't know.
It hasn't loaded in for me yet, but you tell me what it is, and I'll.
12 to
and
hit
7 damage.
Oh, yep, there it is. Yep, that hits.
with a magic weapon.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So you smack this thing, and
Oh, you actually had the advantage on it because of the guiding bolt.
You do, but
so
if
gotta
you wanted,
roll
if you
again.
wanted to roll, yeah,
See if you get a crit.
yeah.
No,
Really?
Damage to
just 21 natural.
All right, so you guys go ahead and you pound this thing with your quarterstaff, and it falls to the ground. However, you see it twitching, but after a second, the twitching stops, and it is
Oh,
motionless.
classic undead constitution saves. Oh no! They never die.
Any other things you'd like to do?
Nope, I think that.
Right,
What's a fair
Usu.
fight now? 6 versus 6.
When's Azaka's turn? She's been stood there.
Oh yeah, I need to roll initiative for Azaka. Look at that.
Wow! Let's hope she rolls really low.
Oh boy, I knew I was
Very
forgetting
skilled
something.
guy that we're paying a bunch of. Oh, we're not paying. I guess we're doing something for her. She's just, watching us do it. Ugh.
All right, there you go.
Nice.
Alright, is she gonna go or?
We'll have her go. Yeah, since that was
Skip
clearly skipped. She is going to go ahead and pull out her bow and take some shots. Yep, she's gonna take 2 longbow shots at the zombie right in front of her. That's gonna hit. That's a natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
So she lets loose her bow shots, which fly forward, strike this zombie for a considerable amount of damage. Not enough to fell it, but it her arrows fly through and cut a chunk of it out.
Nice.
And with that, we come to Uzu.
Alright, so I'm going to move here, and I'm going to cast Hex on this one,
All right.
and then I don't have to roll now. And then from there, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on the same undead.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And that is
An extra D6 damage.
Yeah, that's a D6 damage and a +3 because I took the invocation Agonizing Blast. So that's.
Oh, okay. I
six,
think
seven, eight.
it's already added
Is
in.
it? Oh, is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
+3.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's
So,
at
yeah, so it's just 1d6 then, right?
Yep.
1d6.
That's
All right. Yeah.
Nice.
You blast out against the zombie, and as it sort of sits there, and you see the hex sign that you traced in the air burns into it, and it falls to the ground. And then crumbles.
Sweet, and that is going to be my turn.
All right, Marcus.
Okay, I gotta check something first, real quick. Aha, okay. So, let's see. Yep, okay. Can I use my bonus action ready to try to hide and stuff?
You're in the same spot, but if you move to another spot, yeah, you can definitely hide.
Okay, yeah, I moved to I don't know, kind of maybe in this angle. Not too.
Let's see
Do I
here.
have to go
As long as
farther?
you just no, you just have to be within 10 feet of the edge. So
Okay.
maybe 1 square closer in any direction.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. And and I put away my short sword and pull out my light crossbow.
Okay.
And then I try, and do I roll stealth to see if I'm hidden?
Yep.
Okay. Oops,
right, you're-
26.
You're pretty well hidden.
Yep. Oops. Okay, and I try to hit one of them with the crossbow.
All right.
Probably the zombie, probably this zombie.
Okay. You do have advantage.
Nice. Okay, I will put on advantage. And then let's get to rolling. 13.
Does hit.
Nice. Do I get sneak? Yeah, I get sneak attack on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then
Max damage.
14.
All right. You sink a crossbow bolt into this creature, and it flails about.
Nice.
All right, Delvis.
Cool. I think I'm gonna stay here, and then I'm gonna magic missile.
All right. Which one are you magic missiling?
Can I hit all three of them? Like split it up? I'm not
You
sure.
can.
Roll 20 might make that
it would
difficult.
It would be four. It would be 4 damage to each.
Oh, I don't even have to roll that. Don't I have to roll?
I mean,
That's fine.
it did roll. I'm looking at the individual dice. You got a 3 and a 3.
Oh, okay.
And then
No, wait, did I actually roll? Oh no, it hits. Yeah, of course. Okay, cool. Yeah, sick. Yeah, let's do
all
that.
right. Right, and you're doing the 3 on the right side, right?
Add a 3 in front of me.
All right.
And mark.
You let out a trio of magic missiles that go ahead and slam themselves into these zombies, halting their progress slightly.
Cool. And I'm good.
All right, Brennan.
Then we'll throw a Sacred Flame at that one.
All right.
And I clicked it, but nothing happened. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna fail, so it does not dodge out of the way as your sacred flame hits it, and it crumbles to the ground, turns into a gooey mess. Right. It is the zombies' turn. They go ahead and shamble forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. These two are going to use their action to... Well, these 3 are going to use their action to dash. So that... And...
Jeez.
Alright, the one that didn't use his action to dash is going to go ahead and try and slam itself into Zaka. That's going to hit. And as you see, this zombie sort of reaches out and shambles him and swipes at her with its undead arm, catches her on the side. Azaka doesn't even seem to notice. It brings us to Azaka's turn. She's gonna go ahead and drop her bow and pull out a scimitar and gonna swing it. Zombie is gonna hit. The second time, it's gonna hit as well.
You're rolling in private for her.
I am.
Probably for the best.
But yeah, no, she deals out a decent chunk of damage to this zombie. Right, and then Gavin.
All right. As he steps forward, let's see if it does it. You didn't give me control of him, so we'll just have.
I didn't?
Well, I can't drag it out. So I'm assuming because I can't drag it out, it doesn't.
Are you talking about Gavin himself or one of his wild chicks?
One of the wild chicks, but I guess I don't need to. So, okay.
Which one?
Wait a minute, hold on.
Because I'll see if I can do it.
It's fine. I'll just I can access the character sheet. That's what I need. So.
All right.
All right. So Gavin steps forward, and as he begins to step forward, you see him jump into the air and turn into a dire wolf, and then goes right there, and he will attack the one in front of him directly.
Whoa!
Direwolves are large creatures.
Holy crap! That's kind of terrifying.
That is.
Damn.
And he will take his.
All right, yeah, that's gonna hit.
And now,
Oh wait, that's not a one. That's gonna be the right one. Nope. So he goes ahead and bites into this zombie, who seems to be pretty injured at this point, and actually keels over and is toppled over on its side.
oh, I get advantage too.
I mean, I guess it does matter since the likeliness of you getting critical is really low.
It's fine. I'll just take that attack for now. I've got it set for next time.
Yep.
All right. Usu.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the hex to this zombie, the one in front of me,
Okay.
and then I'm just going to attack him with my dagger.
All right.
And that's no go.
That is a critical fail.
It
Uh,
is.
Go ahead and I need you to do a thing for me. Take
Mhm.
what I just typed into the Discord chat, copy paste that in, and into the Roll20 chat.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So Usu, as you critically miss this this attack, you fall to the ground and you drop your dagger and you are stunned for a round.
Yay.
And god damn it.
That's unlucky.
It is.
Right, Marcus.
Okay. Once again, can I move a couple
All
steps?
right,
Like,
hiding
maybe
behind a
get-
different tree.
Yeah, and I once again try use my bonus action to hide. So, another stealth roll. That is a 19.
All right.
Okay, so I once again load up my hand light crossbow and shoot again at the one, this one close to Izizu. So, do I also get advantage on this roll?
You do.
Nice. 14.
That's gonna hit.
Nice. Goddamn roll. Goddamn. I
You want me
can't
to
hit it.
There we go.
Okay. Okay, yeah, free. Doesn't have. I don't think it has my. Yeah, okay, yeah. Free damage.
What about sneak attack?
Oh, yeah, sneak attack also.
Wow, I am.
I wanted to roll that. So
Okay, you can roll it. Your luck will probably be better than mine. There,
Yeah,
look
see?
at that.
Yes, it was
Complete opposite.
considerably.
It was infinitely better. Like, as your flies a little bit stronger with your sneak attack, and it sinks into this zombie.
Nice. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Delvis, you're up.
The help, Marcus.
I'm busy trying to cover for our stupid ass friend.
Fuck it, I'll just fireball this one. Hopefully it's almost dead.
Right? Is it disadvantage?
Oh, fudge, sorry. Disadvantage.
Because it's so close to you.
Right.
So just
Yes,
roll again.
Just roll again.
All right, it still does hit.
Cool. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I guess
yeah, they
I
got-
could have rolled it again. Oh, whatever.
Whatever.
All right, you let loose a firebolt, and this thing starts to burn. However, it seems to be still very intent on getting
Gosh
at
darn
you.
it.
Brennan.
Brennan will see Delvist having problems and throw a Sacred Flame at his zombie.
Hooray!
All right, it fails. All
4
right,
damage.
and your ball of sacred flame catches this zombie on the shoulder as it does howl a bit as its skin is seared.
We'll yell at it. Oi! Get over him. Fight me instead.
Seemingly unaware of your intent, this zombie continues its current course and attempts to slam Delvis.
Wait, before you roll that, oh dang it! I have
Oh.
a question.
Okay.
I took shield as a spell. Do I roll that after the damage or before? When do I roll that?
You can see. You don't roll it, but you can do it after
Do
I
I
tell
see
you.
the thing? I guess
Yeah.
I don't roll it yet, but when do I? Okay. So wait, was that an 18 or a 22?
It's a 22.
Fudge it. No, okay, that wouldn't even give me enough. I guess it hits.
All right. You take a whole 2 bludgeoning
Oh, 2.
Oh, no,
Nice.
You needed so much help from me. Why? How could I
Should
let
have
you
healed you
down?
instead.
That's the first time I took damage.
All right. The second zombie is
First time
the
I
one
took
up near
damage.
Brennan is going to go ahead and slam into him. That is a natural 20.
Yeah,
Damn
okay.
it.
I'll take the 6
Right,
damage.
you take the 6 bludgeoning damage as it manages to find a chink past your armor and shield. These two over here, one of them is going to they're actually both going to continue on their previous targets. One on Usu and one on Azaka. First one will be on Usu. That's a natural 1.
Nice. They better also find.
It goes ahead and knocks off its own arm, and as it is sprawl, it doesn't quite fall prone, but it sprawls out for a second, and it just rots off, and it looks at itself like, ugh.
I'd like to see it try and fix that. Just say until fixed.
All right, and the other one's gonna go for Azaka. It misses. All right, Azaka herself is gonna go ahead, swing at this zombie with her scimitar. That's gonna hit. That's actually gonna down the zombie. The zombie is going to twitch for a bit. The zombie's gonna get back up, and she's gonna try and hit it again. That's gonna hit. It's gonna down it again, and it's gonna see.
For God's
Yeah,
sakes.
no, it's gonna get back up again.
I'm dead.
It refuses to fully die.
Mhm.
Get.
All right, and with that is Gavin's turn.
All right. Well,
It's taking him
will
like a
go
champ, though.
yeah,
Sure.
I'll go for that one.
All right,
And then let's see. It's a 14 because of pack tactics,
yep.
and you got to roll a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right. It is not knocked prone.
Like, man, these zombies do know how to stay up. 8 piercing
piercing.
damage.
All right. You bite into this zombie, rip out a hunk of its flesh.
And that's what he did.
All right, Usu.
Don't we skip me for a round?
Yeah,
you are
because
stunned
it
for a
doesn't-
round. That is correct.
Yeah.
Marcus, it is your turn.
Okay. I drop my light on the ground and pick up my hand crossbow and short sword. And then I go here and I stab the zombie with my short sword. Do I get
Alright.
advantage since I'm close to an ally? And also,
You don't get advantage, but you do get sneak attack.
Nice. Okay, so short sword here.
Look, I'm a distraction.
12.
That hits.
Nice. 7 and then
Nice.
roll 1d6. 5.
Nice.
So 13 in total.
All right. The zombie falls to the ground as well. Twitches for a bit, gets back up.
Mhm. Okay, and then I use my bonus action to attack the zombie there, close to Brennan.
Okay.
And it doesn't get disadvantage since it's like in 25 feet.
Mm-hmm.
18.
That's gonna hit.
5 damage.
All right. Zombie is still up and moving, but it's taken quite a bit of damage.
Okay.
All right. Delvist.
Firebolt. Doesn't kill it.
All right. Disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No. It looks like it's about to fall to the ground again, and this time it stays there.
Thank you.
Nice.
Gosh darn my bad.
All right.
Actually, in that case, hang on. I'll move a bit closer after that too.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Brennan.
Yeah, Brennan didn't think this thing would actually hit him when it turned his attention to the other one. So he's mad at it. He's going to get it with a flame.
All right.
It's right in his eyes.
It dodges out of the way.
Damn it.
This zombie, your nemesis,
It's got the moves.
It has got the moves on you. That brings us to this zombie's turn. He is going to try and slam you once more. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right, so again, just finding your weak spot miraculously. This zombie just sort of reaches out and claws you again, and you take 3 bludgeoning damage. These other two are going to continue their assaults on their respective people. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say this one's going to turn around as he was attacked by Gavin last turn pretty ferociously. He's going to turn around as Usu is still stunned. I don't think that hits, so it misses anyways. The other one is going to continue attacking Azaka. That does not hit either. All right. It is Azaka's turn. She's going to try and getting a little bit angrier. She's gonna go ahead and swing with her scimitar again, hoping to fell this zombie. Crits.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
kills it. This time for good. She's gonna go ahead and make a swing at the other one. That's a natural 1.
Oh.
Nice. Doing it.
She falls prone as her swing overextends her. Gavin.
Nice.
All right, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Don't forget your save throw.
All right, let's go ahead and grab that. It is going to pass and stay upright, but it is taking a chunk of damage. All right, Usu, you are not stunned anymore.
Yay. All right.
You can use half. You can use half your movement to pick yourself up, and your free action to pick up your dagger.
I'm gonna pick myself up, but I'm actually just gonna try to Eldritch Blast it at disadvantage
All right,
since it's so close. Hope for the best.
that's gonna hit.
Yay.
Wow.
Nice.
Damn.
Heck yeah, it's gonna hit.
And that's
All right,
10.
and you're going to blast this thing with a burst of Eldritch Force, and it's gonna twitch for a second, but then it's gonna quickly succumb to the energies and fall to the ground.
Do I still get a bonus action? Or after
Oh
all
wait,
that?
there's one more.
I was about to say.
My arch nemesis.
It's nemesis. Oh man!
Suddenly the birds come out.
Yes.
Suddenly the birds come out.
The monkeys
but
come out.
Usu, yes, you still have a bonus action.
I'm gonna move my hex to the last living zombie or undead.
All right.
Wait, leave it alone. This one's mine.
The last one that makes me laugh.
And
the
also,
last previously living zombie.
Yes.
and I forgot about this too with hex. I can pick an ability. I mean, just post it before I forget.
Yeah, the disadvantage on an ability.
Yeah. Let's make that Constitution.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I would say that would be pretty helpful.
Yes.
Okay, so my turn.
Indeed.
Okay, so I charge close to this zombie, and and I first strike with my short sword. 13.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
8, and then use my bonus action to shoot it straight in the face.
Okay, before you do that, it's gonna
Okay.
go ahead and start to twitch again.
It passes. I shall be upset.
It does. It is a disadvantage.
I'm upset.
Why are you upset?
Wait, did it pass or did it not pass? I thought you said it passed.
No. I just said it's a disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
No, it does not pass.
Thank you.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm not upset.
I like cut
It
its head
is-
clean off.
It is dead.
Man.
Yeah,
Well, dead. Well, deader than it was.
Or dead.
deader than it was.
Deader.
And with that,
It's so much deader.
the threat is neutralized. The birds come back out,
The bird.
Stupid birds.
and the night is calm, or as calm as it can be, once more.
I go pick up my light crossbow that I round.
I want my life back.
And I also pick up the crossbow bolts that I can. I used in this battle. Do I
Right.
like roll an investigation or?
You can scavenge about half of your bolts back, so you made.
Okay, so I used 5, so like 3 or 2.
Go with 3.
I could go with 3.
And I pick up my
So-
one dagger I dropped.
All right. It was about time we had seen some undead.
Yeah, but they weren't too much of a problem, if you ask me.
I suppose our luck couldn't last it forever.
The zombies were the least of our problems.
What do you mean?
What other problems do we have at the moment?
I've seen worse.
Okay.
Much worse.
Don't worry, you got a professional person that can make things dead and keep them stay dead.
A professional person. So professionally
use-
eating.
Well, perhaps we should clean up our camp.
Yeah, I don't want like the smell of rotten flesh as I sleep.
It's too late to move, so.
Yeah, so just pile them up in a or like a dump somewhere farther away.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Oh my goodness, now it works.
More like I'm just slow.
Oh.
But regardless, you guys, Azaka, and anyone who may be helping,
I'm helping.
drags
I'll help.
the bodies of the zombies outside of your camp and then leaves them to rot where they will. Afterwards, goes ahead and she tells you that she'll keep watch for the rest of the night.
Are you sure, sweetheart? You did take a bit of a beating. I could watch over, since I literally lost
I do.
nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sweetheart.
What? What? She got pretty looks. What else would I describe her?
Hold it right there.
What?
Oh
What?
boy.
What?
Who do you think you are?
I'm backing away. I'm getting out of this.
Well, I'm just.
If you are insinuating anything,
What insinuating me? Nah, no. I call a lot of people.
it would be a shame if a large beast were to devour you in your sleep.
I'd kill that thing before it even stopped 1 feet close to me.
You just see a big toothy grin from Azaka as she walks
That's
away.
Yeah, trust me, I know how.
She could get Gavin to do it.
exterminate things.
Suddenly, you hear a funny noise coming from the dire wolf. It sounds sort of like a laughter.
Oh, hi, you damn stupid mutt.
God, I'd like to hear a
Damn
wolf
stupid
laugh.
mutt.
That'd be interesting.
Mhm.
It's probably like that video, like. Like, have you seen that husky video?
That video.
You all
Yeah.
need to sleep if we're going to continue on
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yes, we should probably do that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want any of us to be traveling on exhaustion, would we?
That is
No.
true. Fine then. And I go
To sleep.
back to my bedroll and sleep.
All right.
Giant wolf stretches out by the fire.
Aw.
So you're gonna stay like that, or
I'll go.
Right. We're gonna take like a 2-minute intermission. Gotta run.
No, no worries.
And if anyone wants to do the same, this is a good place to.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
get a
going to-
glass of water.
I'll be
Alright.
back.
Be back in like 2.
Yeah.